That day, I do not want to mention or be specific with regards to whom I was making that reference to. But today, I am going to be specific because they are now coming specific. They are now becoming specific because all these lies and manipulations that you are seeing today, you should understand. I want you to understand that what this autopilot is doing, it is not Nigerian initiative. Believe you me, it is not only Nigeria initiative. What the autopilot is engaging, it is not Nigeria initiative. What they are doing, believe you me, there is a Western mastermind in what they are doing. There is a westernized mastermind in what they are doing, and you cannot understand it. The westernized mindset that is discharging all these things is beyond Nigeria initiative. And that mindset is to bring us back into being slaves again. Because the world, for the world of this Lucifer to develop, to thrive, we ourselves that are the children of Chukwokikabiama must be in the shackle of bondage. That is the reason why, no matter how much you believe or you see other people more relevant than you, you have no idea. Because you are that person which Chukwokikabiama placed to wake others up. And that is the reason why the Western world will never ever allow you to wake up yourself. That is why I say to you, what autopilot is presenting is actually getting, it is unfolding, because I told you their end has come, and this is their end. And that is exactly the reason why every secret agenda and their manipulative approaches, it's unfolding. Now you need to connect the dots with me. You need to connect the dots with me. Before now, 400 years ago, during the time of Viking raiders, during the time of crusade, many of them, they invaded our land. They invaded, us with the chain of taking us captive on one hand, with the other one of Christianity on the other hand, using Christianity to make us not to be, not to realize that we need to fight back, using Christianity to place us in a good, make us a good boy. You must be a good boy. Even if I am slapping you, don't slap back. You should be a good boy. And that is the approach they used. They implemented it in our movie, in our Nollywood. That Nollywood, promoted it from their epic movies prior those days, from the epic movies to their, city movies, anywhere. They promoted Christianity, gospel against the land, gospel against Ordinana, gospel of Ndocha and against Ordinana. They promoted it, which blindfolded our people, which made our people lame, which made our people to be blind, which made our people to be, spiritually crippled. Because the blind that does not know what is written in the book of our people are using the book to manipulate and mislead us, leading us only into the days. Their plan is to make you, once they present that, you will be a good boy. Even if they are exploiting you, you will say, "Kode baluchuku." That will what they place you to be. Kode baluchuku. Let it, God will judge. Always God will judge. That is exactly what is happening. And our people picked it up. Remember, when our people picked it up, they always recycle evil. Our people always recycle evil. They pick up that approach of using Bible prophecy, using all these things to manipulate our people. When they picked it up, they are the ones helping the neo-colonial plan, to use Bible and their structure called religious structure or Christianity structure to enslave our people, just like Islam is using Quran to enslave their people, bringing out terrorism that is able, you can convince someone using a Quran to go and commit suicide. They do it. So this is exactly, there is no different from the both side, because they are presenting the same energy. They are presenting the same manipulative approach. And I am here to correct that today. And while I am trying to correct that today, I want you to give me your attention. I want you to pay very, very good attention, because what we are about to do now, you will be shocked. Now, let us go to this broadcast. This broadcast I made 7 months ago. If you go to my page, you will find it. I made it 7 months ago to counter exactly this lies. Without autopilot, they never existed. They never, in fact, they existed actually, but they have not surfaced on the mainstream media. Autopilot did not surface on the mainstream media. That is exactly this prophecy that I am here to show you. But I can assure you, what surprises me is that there is something this guy who called himself the prophet that autopilot was, introducing to you last night. That person said he does not delete any video. Wow, 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 wow. The whole world is full of corruption. The whole world is full of lies. The whole world is full of intimidation. He said to you that he does not delete any video. If he says he does not delete any video, how come he deleted some videos today? How come he deleted some videos today from his YouTube channel? It is very, very important. It is very, very important that before, when you are following people, you make sure you follow those people. Make sure that everything you follow about them, tomorrow, if they ask you about that person, you make sure that you are able to tell the history of that person. Don't follow. This is no longer the time to follow people blindly. This is no longer the time to follow people blindly. I think he was informed this afternoon that I am going to be making exposition with that video, and I wanted actually to play that video from his page on YouTube directly. I saw that video. I actually, placed it on my open his YouTube. I saw that video. I listened to it this afternoon. Right now, I came back to use that video. It's no longer on YouTube. It is no longer on YouTube. That video was done as exactly 7 months ago. When I saw that video, it was written 7 months ago, and in his YouTube channel, the only video that was done 7 months ago was only that video. And this one I am going to play from my own page was 7 months ago as well, when he did that prophecy that he says that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to die in 50 days, that we must find a way to go and rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was a plan, agendist, the plan from the agendist. Let me play mine when I countered that plan, because today I wanted to get that video, but he deleted this video. This same prophet who told you last night that he does not delete video, he deleted a video from his YouTube channel. I followed it, I was very, very, observant with it. He deleted a video. Let me show you. This is his YouTube channel. This is his YouTube channel. Let me show you exactly what I am talking about. Let me bring to light exactly what I am talking about. Let me bring to you. Let me bring to you what I am talking about. Okay. I think I have found that video. He did not delete it. Pardon me. I have found that video. That is the same video that I want to use. I have found that video, because we don't create propaganda in order to make our broadcast to be tasty. I have found that video in his YouTube channel. I have found that video. But now let me play my video to you. Let me play my video to you where I countered it. He made that video 8 months ago. I made this one 7 months ago. I counted it. That was when I got hold of that video. I made this video. I told them to stop giving their fake prophecy, their fake prophecy about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I told them to stop giving their fake prophecy against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Pardon me, he never deleted the video. The video is still in his page. Let me show you this. I am playing it direct from my page. I am playing it directly from my page so that you will understand the exactly what I am talking about.
But people are going to reincarnate back to this earth.
The video is
so when you say you saw Nnamdi Kanu dying, and you people of Biafra, you are just getting yourself involved with this fake prophets. These are fake prophets, for goodness sake. Just because he's in captivity of Nigeria doesn't mean that he's gonna die. That Bible you are reading when Paul and Silas was in prison. The angels was with them that broke free the gate of hell, which is the gate of prison, for them to escape, and still they refuse to escape. They don't want to push you to make a mistake. These manipulations are coming through the fake prophecy that you have as a Biafran followers, but they are fake. Some of them are not even supporters of Biafra. They're just giving their own lies in the name of prophecy. But I want you to share this message, to go around, make this message to go viral, that they may understand that the plan of God is not the plan of man. At the end of every tunnel, you will find a brightness. Make sure you share this video as we proceed. By the end of this video, you will understand and acknowledge something. You are going to take something home. The great people of Biafra all over the world, the great children of God all over the world, I want to break a silence today. I want to tell you something. And that thing I want to tell you is divine. There is something you pastors that so-call yourself Biafrans pastors. There is something that you so fake prophets who self-proclaimed prophet in Nigeria. There is something you guys don't understand. You know, whenever you release these fake prophets or these fake prophecies, I don't want to comment on that, but when you say a prophecy that affects me, I must comment on that. You see all those fake prophets who claim they saw Nnamdi Kanu in a coffin, such as this. You see all these fake prophets who claim that Nnamdi Kanu is gonna die in 50 days or 51 days. I wanted to make my broadcast on Saturday, which I will still do, to help Biafrans to understand the predicament they are going through, to help Biafrans to understand that whatever they are going through is written in a scroll, to help you guys figure out the reason why things are going in this direction that it is on today. But believe me, any prophet who claims that he is a prophet and he opened his mouth to say that he saw Nnamdi Kanu dying, that is a false prophet. That is a false prophecy. You guys have become a prophecy of premonitions. Prophecy of premonitions. Most of these people who call themselves prophet under Christianity background, you guys are not prophets. You guys should stop deceiving yourselves. You see Nnamdi Kanu dying. Is it what you wish for him? Because I haven't heard God telling you that. Because the last time I checked, Nigeria is supposed to die first before Nnamdi Kanu. But you say you saw Nnamdi Kanu dying.
So guys, I think I am going to pause this one here. I am going to pause it here.
We must articulate it nicely.
Let me bring it.
Don't just say things because you believe that these are things people want to hear.
Oh, okay.
There is nothing that is going to happen.
I am going to pause it here so that we go to the real business of the day. The reason why I brought that to you right now, you know, it is because I want you to understand exactly when I began, before autopilot came into the mainstream media. That's when I started following this guy, because when I heard that prophecy, I already knew that that was a fake prophecy. You know, so now yesterday it came to the media. When I came to the media, I saw these people, you know, having a broadcast.
Liberation of special armed forces from different places.
I saw, you know, these people, the same prophecy, because I picked up this from his page from 8 months ago. Then yesterday I saw this one where the Ekperima in Finland invited this prophet. Invited this prophet to come. First of all, the give minister in UK, Nelly's boy, the son of Idu, not son of Biafra. He was the first person to interview this guy. They are all autopiloted. And there are many things that they said here. There is something that the Ekperima in Finland mentioned here, which also caught my attention. He said to the prophet, I have never seen or come across your page or your platform, and I have never heard about this prophecy. That it would acting as if last night was the first time they were discussing. Okay, let us go to that their prophecy, and let us go to exactly what they said. Okay, first of all, before we go to the page, let us go to this guy's prophecy 8 months ago. The confirmation of his prophecy 8 months ago. Let us go there. Then we will be able to decode and get the preamble of where we are going. Share this video and invite other people to come and be enlightened.
Drafted from different false formations.
Verse 22 says that God revealeth deep secret things, and that God sees what is in the dark. All of those prophecies, as I've been releasing and talking, they have been coming to manifestation, stage by stage. We are going to start. The prophecy I released about 11 months ago, which happened to be the very first video that was published on this very YouTube channel, titled Powerful Prophecies from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am going to play the clip and I want you to follow up. I am not going to go through all the details in the prophecy because this is about an update. I will pick up one or two things and then highlight on them and then let the video go, and then I play another video. I'll keep doing the update, 4 videos, and you will see the aspect of the prophecies that have come to manifestation. This very one, I will give it about 95% manifestation, because everything I said here, 95% have manifested. Now listen, I'm going to fast forward it to where I started giving the prophecy for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. Listen very carefully.
Prophecy for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu revealed on Saturday, 14th July 2020.
Revealed on Saturday, 14th of July 2020. This very prophecy now, which has recorded 95% manifestation accurately.
And they are going to surround his house. And they are going to surround his house. They will, kidnap him. They will kidnap him. Let us actually hear it from the horse's mouth.
Into all of that, I am doing prophetic updates, so I want to remain within the confines, the circumference of this very update. But I want you to pay very close attention to the words I used and expressions in giving this prophecy. It's a catalog of prophecy. I won't play all the video because it runs about 25 minutes, but I'm just going to extract 1 or 2 things, maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then we move on.
This combined squad of heavily armed men who came to abduct Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, blocked every route suspected to be his possible escape route.
To abduct, to kidnap. I didn't say arrest. To abduct. This was 11 months ago that I gave this prophecy.
Who came to abduct Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, blocked every route.
Did you see that? Where I tell you, when they present a lie before you, they will first of all present a lie, a truth before you. Rather, when they present that truth, you will now believe this is indeed. When they garnish it with some lies, because the people who planned the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they knew that it was off the book. The people who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they knew that what they were doing was going to be off the book. They started creating prophecy for that. They started creating prophecy for that. And that is exactly what is going on. He told you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he saw where he was abducted, not arrested. Abducted. And I am going to connect that dot with the woman in the USA. Somebody tell me, who is Bridget? Who is Madam Bridget? And where he is? Where is she? Please confirm it to me. Confirm on the comment section who Madam Bridget is and where Madam Bridget is residing. Please, those that knows, confirm in the comment section who is Madam Bridget and where is Madam Bridget residing. Who is Madam Bridget and where is Madam Bridget residing? Who is she? Who is she? Please, I want somebody who knows to confirm it from the comment section. Who is Madam Bridget? Then we continue, because I want to confirm something quickly. Who is Madam Bridget and where is Madam Bridget residing? If my voice is still coming out, I want you to confirm for me before we get to her own. Before we get there, confirm for me who is Madam Bridget and where is she residing, so that we continue. We still use Ezumezu? You said there is no voice. I think I still have a voice. Okay, Bridget is underground player who lives in the USA. Thank you very much. Bridget is the underground player who lives in the USA, because that name is part of this shenanigan. They are the people who concocted and cooked this shenanigan that you are listening to today. Unfortunately, I am going to continue this video from the YouTube phone, from the YouTube. I am going to continue it from YouTube because it is not complete here. It is not complete because I don't think he played it last night when he was giving his talking about what he was talking about yesterday in the Enter 419. I am going to play it here. Let's finish
Suspected
this one.
To be his possible escape route.
Blocked every route. Blocked every route. Suspected to be his possible escape route. Are you following now? I hope you are.
Even the ones nobody knew exists were airtight blocks.
Even the ones
by
nobody knew
these
exist.
heavily armed men.
We continue. You know, when I gave this prophecy, some people say I was talking
I think this one is done. This one is done. I did not record all of them. Now we are going to hear the full video from my phone. We are going to hear the full video from my phone. He said when he did this video, people said it was Operation Python dance, but we are going to make it clear to you. Let me continue this video from his YouTube channel. Let me continue it from YouTube channel because I was interrupted while I was recording that. I was interrupted. So I want you to pay very good attention. While we are doing this, pay very good attention. Now, okay. I hope I will find that video. Let us 8 months. Now, okay. Now I got the video. Now, let us hear it. Let us hear the full video.
Blocked every route, suspected to be his possible escape route. Are you following now? I hope you are.
Even the ones nobody knew exists were airtight blocked.
Even the ones
by
nobody knew
these
exist.
heavily armed men.
We continue.
That they
I
blocked.
give this prophecy. Some people say I was talking about the Operation Python dance too, and I told them it's a lie. I wasn't talking about the Operation Python dance too. I told them that this prophecy is in the future, and that is exactly where we are now.
It was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's confidants and insiders, I could not see the face in particular, who are privy to his top secret about Biafra restoration and private.
Now, I want you to hear where the manipulation of trying to sideline DOS, less than a month prior to the time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted in Kenya. I want you to hear where the plans and the manipulative approach to sideline the DOS for the struggle to be hijacked. Hear it, you will understand it here now. Even though when they said it, they digressed, they tried to divert the attention. But believe you me, you will understand it today.
Life that revealed it. Hence the besiegement for his abduction. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped or evaded the abduction to everyone's surprise.
Where is UTM4 today? Where is UTM4 today? After the betrayal comes the abduction. Are you following?
Remember, he said people, the privy who are working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the ones who are going to betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why he mentioned UTM4, here is in order for you to digress, to confuse you the more. Because UTM4 now is no longer in the struggle. UTM4 does not know where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was at that point in time. But he mentioned UTM4 for you to not to know exactly or specifically where he is heading to. He mentioned him for you not to know where he is heading to. But where he is heading to are the people who were working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at that time when this thing happened, which are the DOS. Because their plan is only to sideline the DOS. Listen and pay very, very good attention.
to me. I am not saying that Uchemefo orchestrated the abduction. Don't misquote me. Remember, I am giving a prophetic update.
Though the heavily armed men were religiously manning their positions, yet they didn't know when or how Mazi Nnamdi escaped.
Now,
this is part of the prophecy. He said the heavily armed men were religiously manning their businesses, and they did not know when Mazi Nnamdi escaped. Remember, he said they abducted him, blocked every route, and now they did not know when he escaped. Remember, they did not know when he escaped. Pay very good attention. We are coming to something to connect the dots. Pay very good attention.
How he escaped, I cannot tell.
This very
it was nothing short of a miraculous escape.
Follow up. This very escape of Mazi Nnamdi now, are you following the prophecy now? Is going to happen later. And sometimes, why certain prophecies?
The escape is going to happen later. The escape of Mazi Nnamdi is going to happen later. That's what he said. This was 8 months ago that he was confirming the prophecy he claimed he gave 11 months ago prior to this 8 months ago. Now, the most importantly, he said Mazi Nnamdi later escaped. He later escaped. Let us hear him and see if he gave the the information as per how Mazi Nnamdi will later escape. Because now, if I give you the analysis before listening to him, you might think that it is still in future. You might think that what he is saying is still in future. The escape of Mazi Nnamdi. And I am telling you the reason why. I will also tell you, bring to light the reason why they talked about Mazi Nnamdi escaping. And the reason why you find what is happening today, all the shenanigans DSS is playing today, you will find it here. Let us continue.
That potent tragedy comes to manifestation is when instructions that we are given to avert the tragedies are not obeyed or observed or followed. If God revealed that somebody will die, but he now gives an instruction to avert the death, and the person refuses to abide by that very instruction, definitely the person will die. But if the person abides by the instructions that were given to avert the death, definitely that very person will live. We continue.
Though the heavily armed men were religiously manning their positions, yet they didn't know
they are now listen.
Nnamdi escaped. How he escaped, I cannot tell.
They are now manning their positions religiously in the DSS custody, in all the security apparatus of Nigeria, everywhere. Come on, my goodness. Prophecy, power.
Remember, this is still Remember, this is still the situation we are into, the sticky situation. When he gave his prophecy 8 months ago, that when they are religiously manning their position, Mazi Nnamdi miraculously escaped. Miraculously escaped. And now the securities, they could not understand how Mazi Nnamdi miraculously escaped. We are going somewhere. We are going somewhere. Pay very good attention. Don't move.
And I told you, that is exactly how it is happening right now, 11 months after this prophecy was released. God gave it to me on the 14th of July. Today is what? I think, yes, today is 1st of July. Almost 1 year. And look at how it is coming to the security men. Go to DSS now. I read an article, a publication made by the barrister Fanyejo for today. saying that they have applied to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being his client, to see him, and up to now the application or something has not been approved by the DSS. They have not been able to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since his abduction and return to Nigeria on the 27th of June, being Sunday. I will come to that later. They are religiously manning their policy. They don't want to give any space. But watch what will happen. Only if you can pay instruction to these prophecies and follow the instructions and do. Let me quickly say this. Let nobody tell you to keep quiet. Let nobody.
Biafrans, you guys are very lucky. Biafrans are very, very lucky for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wisdom setting up a structure. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never set up a structure, people like this will lead you into war, and you will be using a catapult to fight against those who is using, machine guns and explosives. You are going to be going, our people were going to be massacred, including our leader. But God averted it. God averted it. God is still merciful. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will live long. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he will live long. I want you to pay very, very good attention to this guy. Pay very good attention that you will understand what I am saying. Pay very good attention. The prophet.
Tell anybody to be calm. Nobody should be calm at this point in time, because this is a matter of life and death. I understand that what is happening and the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is for good. Yes, I understand. But I am foreseeing a tragic turn. I am foreseeing a tragic turn. Listen to me very well. I am seeing 51 days. Listen, write it down. Even though it's on video, even though it's on, as I'm talking right now, the time is what? This is about 10 minutes.
He said he is seeing 51 days. These are the prophets that their prophecy came to pass, because the DSS told them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will die. According to what they have fed him, it will take like 2 weeks. 2 months, 1 month plus. 1 month, few weeks. It will take, that is exactly how this prophecy came by. But for God to tell you that this man is a fake prophet, whatever they planned never came to pass. For God to tell you that he never sent or give any man any prophecy, but rather they are sending themselves and giving themselves prophecy. And that is the actual reason why, God is going to disgrace this guy for using his name in vain. He is using the name of God in vain. And it is only God, him, and I, and some of you who are wise and, that knows exactly what is this guy doing. Let us continue.
After 3, that this video is being recorded. Starting from today, being the 1st of July, I am saying 51 days. They are giving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 51 days. There's 51 days.
They have given Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 51 days to be executed. Pay attention before we will bring our own. We are not propagandous people. That is the reason why, when I found out that the video was still there, I told you immediately that the video was still there. He didn't delete it. Now, pay very good attention.
There is deadline to his extermination. 51 days deadline to his extermination. I heard a voice that said, we will not give them 2 things. Listen to me. By now you understand. I'm hearing that voice. A conspiratorial voice. I'm hearing it in the realm of the spirit. That we will not give them 2 things. It's either we give them Biafra and take Nnamdi Kanu. Are you hearing? That's what I'm hearing now. That they cannot give them Biafra and give them Nnamdi Kanu. And their highest interest is Nnamdi Kanu. They said that he has caused so much trouble. That he has caused so.
Their highest interest is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is either they give us Biafra and keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or they give us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and keep Biafra. Are you reasoning? Are you paying attention to that? Either they give you Biafra, keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or they take our Biafra and give us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I hope you are following. For you to understand exactly when we come out to talk, you will understand that we have done our due diligence. I did my due diligence on this guy 7 months ago. And the reason why I did not present this like the way I am presenting it 7 months ago is because it is not yet been, brought to the public domain where they will use it to manipulate our people. It was not there yet. That was the reason why I countered him. I did not call his name. I countered him according to his words. It is on my page. I shared it from, where I found it. I shared it again on my page. You will see the date there when I countered this guy. It is not something of today. I countered him. I told him he is a fake prophet. Autopilot was not yet in a public domain. Sorry, autopilot was not yet piloting in a mainstream media. That maybe they are still piloting on WhatsApp. They are still piloting, somewhere where they are still drawing their map, but they have not called themselves autopilot yet on the mainstream media or Edu. So this was the time everyone was emotional. I was emotional, but I was actually paying attention as well. I was emotional. I was paying attention as well. Let us continue.
Much trouble that can never be remedied or repaired, even in generations to come. And I had 51 days to perfect this plan.
51 days.
Listen, the Holy Spirit decided to interrupt this prophetic update now with a new prophecy. Listen to me very carefully.
They are interrupting the prophetic update that with a new prophecy, the Holy Spirit. People does not know what is the Holy Spirit. Do you know what is the Holy Spirit? The Holy Spirit that these people always tell you, Holy, Holy, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit is the law. Holy Spirit simply means the law. The law is the Holy Spirit. I am the way, the truth, and the life. The law is the Holy Spirit. I am going to, maybe while we are at it, I am going to connect the dots, give you the precept that the law is the Holy Spirit, where Yeshua said it himself, where he said it himself. When he talks about the Holy Spirit, I want you to understand before we proceed. Holy Spirit is not about that, something, a wind will blow. When a wind blows, it comes upon you. That is not the Holy Spirit. When you talk about Holy Spirit, you talk about the law. When you talk about Holy Spirit, you talk about the law. It is only those who knows the law, who keep the law, who understands the law, that will, tell themselves that Holy Spirit tell them, which is the law said. No, there is nothing else other than the law. Let us continue. I hope you are enlightened, because when someone come tomorrow to tell you Holy Spirit said, ask him which one is Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost, and which one is that the one they are talking about, because it is not from Chukwoki Kabiama. There is nothing like a Holy Spirit, like angel, coming from you, telling you. Maybe Lucifer is talking to you, or your ancestors, they talk to you. You come and tell us Holy Spirit said. Let us continue.
I'm talking to all the members of IPOB and the leadership of IPOB and all the Igbos, all the Southerners, all the people that love freedom, that love truth, that love justice. If you are a man of God, this is time to pray. Listen to me. What is about to happen? Your altar cannot deliver you. Listen. What is about to fall upon the very contraption called Nigeria? What is about to fall? If Nnamdi Kanu goes down, religion cannot save you. 51 days.
51 days.
Starting from today, the 1st of July. I think that will elapse in August. I think August. I don't know the exact.
Remember, his 51 days he gave for them to execute Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were elapsed in 1st of August. What are we now? You know, the reason why I am saying it is because from the beginning when I heard this prophecy, you know, I knew it was a lie. I did my due diligence. I knew it was a lie. That was the reason why I countered this 7 months ago. Coming to confirm the countering of this prophecy 7 months ago is what I am doing now. He said 51 days. 51 days. And I've been talking about this prophecy anytime I do program. For those of you who follow me very well, I've been speaking about this guy and his prophecy. Almost every time I come online, I always make a reference about him, saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 51 days. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 50. I have been making a reference whenever I am doing my exposition. My phone is off. You know, it is, we must continue. My phone went off, but I am going back to, I'm changing another phone. Let me get that prophecy, regardless of how, whatever happens. Let me open it on another phone so that we will hear it. Because we must decolonize our people. We must go through this decolonization process, and the only way we are going to make it is by exposing every, you know, all this religious manipulation they are using on our people in order to make you blind. That is the reason why we are going through this route, because the autopilot is now going through that route. Their autopilot is now going through that route. The last time I checked, there is something about Chukwuokike Abiama and how he functions now.
Listen, what is about to fall upon the very contraption called Nigeria? What is about to fall? If Nnamdi Kanu goes down, religion cannot save him.
Better.
51 days. Starting from today, the 1st of July. I think that will elapse in August. I think August. I don't know the exact day.
I got it right.
I don't know, maybe 20th August, I think. From now to 20th August, that is when they want to perfect their plan. And the leadership of IPOB and all the Igbos and all the Southerners, all the lovers of freedom, you must do everything you can. Don't spare anything.
Did you hear that? This is when I told you they want to send you to an unplanned war. Because even the Western world or the Westerners, they want you to go into it. They will say you put yourself into it. A premature war. That is the reason why from the beginning of this broadcast, I told you that what these people are presenting to us is beyond the knowledge of the zoo. It is beyond the knowledge of the zoo. That their manipulative approach is more westernized than zoo plans. It is more westernized than Nigerianized or zoonized. That is exactly their manipulative approach. Is more of colonial, more than what we are fighting on the ground. And that is the reason why they want to bring war. Because when there is always extrajudicial killing in our land, these people from that side, they enjoy it. at least they are getting what they deserve. That's what they will be telling themselves. And when they come to the media, just like Catriona Line came in the media 7 months ago to tell you, we are offering Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or issuing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with a consulate help. Did you hear that? Even though when they are doing nothing, he said he will tell you they are offering consular help. But she is going around taking pictures with the prosecuting lawyer. She is going around taking pictures with the prosecuting lawyer who is prosecuting their citizen that has nothing, to any case to answer. Pay very good attention.
To get him out within 51 days. Let nobody tell us to be quiet. Let nobody tell you, oh, they come. No, this is not time to be quiet. I am not saying that people should cause trouble, no. But this is time to release your arsenals. This is time to release your strategy.
This is the time to release. He is not saying people should, break the law or do what. But this is the time to release your arsenal. What is arsenal? What is arsenal? This is the time to release your arsenal. He gave from that month of July to the 50 days, which is the month of August. It will elapse around July, August. Now, it will elapse around August because it was beginning of July. Now he tells you that it is the time for you to release anything you have. Do not allow anybody to tell you to keep quiet. He said you should not allow anybody to tell you, to be calm. That is exactly what he said to you. You shouldn't allow anybody to tell you to be calm. You should release your arsenals. Remember, from the beginning, they built a conspiracy, this autopilot, to tell you China Sanworu and Chike Doziem, they are in Nigeria to go and drive Jeep and take their money, their own share of the money. So the reason why they did that is for you to believe that if these people could go to Nigeria, that was the first conspiracy of autopilot, the first ever conspiracy of autopilot. Then, okay, after the Kanu, they moved down there, that they are going to drive the Jeep. When they saw that they could not manipulate them, they now went through that route, that the autopilot, the DOS, the leaders, they have gone to Nigeria to collect their share to drive their Jeep. That was their first conspiracy. But now, this person is telling you a prophecy, this and that. The person that is talking all these things, he is in Nigeria. Remember what he said. Remember what he said. I don't want to go further before you say otherwise, before you understand it otherwise, because every word is not all for people who are still, drinking cholesterol. So let us continue.
Branch. Where is the M branch? This is time to swing into action. Don't allow him to be in custody for 51 days, starting from today, the 1st of July. I don't know when this video is going to be published.
Don't allow him to be in custody starting from whenever, until 51 days. Don't allow him to be in custody. Do you know the plan of don't allow him to be in the custody? That plan is nothing but for you to come out, just like autopilot is pushing. Just like autopilot is pushing today, for you to come out, to bring what you have. Let's go to war. Let's go to war. If it start landing on your head, extrajudicial killing, they will say you have started it again. They will say that you started it. That is exactly what they are going to tell you. Exactly what they are going to tell you. They will say you have started it. That's what the Western world will say. They will say you started, you brought it upon yourself. And they will say we are trying to bring calmness in that part of sub-Saharan. That is the news you will be hearing. And millions of our people will be dying. You will bring your arsenal to go to Abuja to go and rescue somebody, to go and rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the reason why they came in the name of prophecy, they believe that our people are still more enslaved by religious activities and Christianity activities. That was the reason why they presented this. Let us continue. He said, bring everything you have, all your arsenal. All your arsenal. You know what is arsenal. 51 days he gave for them to execute their plan on killing, their agenda is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Their agenda is because there is an agenda that made them, I told you before they came out. They drew a plan. There is a plan A. There is a plan B. There is a plan C. There is a plan D. And they are on the plan D right now, which is their last plan, which is going to be their end. They are already ended. They are already ended. What they are doing now is trying to re-strategize, trying to act like they are focusing, trying to act like they are more, holy and religious, more than the people that they are trying to deceive, trying to, act like they are representing your interest without calling the name of DOS, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family and others. That is exactly, what they are doing right now. And remember, autopilot, in fact, let me leave it here. Let us continue.
1st of July. I don't know when this video is going to be published on my channel, but today is 1st of July, and I'm seeing a deadline to exterminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 51 days, starting from today. You have to act.
He is seeing.
You have to take the governors 1 or 2 to ransom.
Did you see what he is advising you? You have to take the governors 1 or 2 to a ransom. Hey, hello. He wants you to bring, he wants you to create a field. He wants you to create a field and bring it to the public, such as what autopilot is presenting now. He wants you to create a field and present it to the public and say, I did it. And there is nothing you can do about it. That's what he wants you to do. Those of you who are very intellectual, you must have understand where I am going. You must have understood where I am heading to. He wants you to create a field, bring it to the public, and say, I did it. And I hold no apologies to it. He wants you to go and hold governors at ransom. He wants you to go and hold governors ransom. These are prophecies. These are prophet autopiloted prophecies. Pay very good attention while you learn, because after today, you should understand when they present themselves to you, you should understand that there is no good thing coming out of them. They will always place their account number on their screen. They will always place their account number on their screen. Whatever they are doing. Even as I am checking this, as I am talking to you right now, their activities, they will always present to you their account number on the screen. Even that one that is in front of you in that place, their account number is there. Let us continue for what we are doing here. It is it is something that is difficult to connect the dots, but at the end of it, you will understand when we finally connect the dots. But I want you to pay very good attention, because if you are off and on, you will be very, very confused. If Facebook kick you out, go to YouTube. If they kick you out, go to YouTube. Judge Money Blog Africa. You continue to watch it on YouTube, because they will keep kicking you out, bringing you in, kicking you out, bringing you in. Go to YouTube. If they kick you out, you will watch it without nobody kicking you out. Otherwise, if they kick you out, you bring yourself back in. I want you not to miss anything, then you will see how we connect the dots. That is the reason why all this Efulefu is in comment section. I am seeing your comment. I am not going to block you, because I want you also to pay very good attention. While you are busy commenting rubbish, pay very good attention. If you are not those who are against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that have disappeared in being against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, turn into autopilot today. Pay very good attention. Now let's continue.
You take the governors, one or two, to ransom. Listen to me. I am saying what the Spirit of God is telling me right now. You are holding my son, I'm holding your son. That was what God told Pharaoh. He said, if you don't want to let my son go, Jacob is my son, Israel is my firstborn. If you don't allow him to go, that will be your firstborn for my firstborn. You understand what I'm saying? I can't say everything on air. That will force them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
You can't say everything on air, but you already said that we should go and hold one or two governors on ransom. One or two governors on ransom. Because the plan, the westernized plan given to Umuwanya Akata, and they planned it, was to kill this struggle to demolish IPOB as a structure. Demolish it, make it a terrorist movement, sell it actually to the politicians. They will use it to promote their political agenda. That was the plan. And they will cash in. And the next thing they will do, they will come and start videoing themselves in their 1 hectares of land or in their mansion, videoing themselves, advising Biafrans, acting like they are now the patrons of IPOB. That's just like Wazuruke is doing today. He cash in. Once they cash in, they will now start acting like patrons of IPOB. He said that we should hold 1 or 2 governors ransom, but he will not say everything on air. What else are you going to say on air that is worse than the one you have said? What is that are we kidnappers? Do we look like kidnappers? Is IPOB a kidnapping organization? No, we are not. If we indeed decide to lose it today, the whole world will know we lose it. And they will know that it is we that have come out. It is not by mouth. It is not by blabbering or making mouth on social media. When IPOB decide to showcase, to play Nigeria games, of course, the whole world will pay attention. Just like you are paying attention to Putin. To Putin of Russia. You are paying attention to him today. You will pay attention to Biafra when the time is right. We don't move until the time is right. Let us continue. We are more, diplomatic, more than what you present in your social media. We are not, we are not giving false hope. We are not giving false command on social media. When IPOB rises up, the whole zoo will know that we have risen, and everybody will stand up, and start talking about IPOB, because this is beyond human understanding and imagination. Let us pay attention to the manipulation, a westernized manipulation. Westernized. I don't want you to lose focus on that word. Westernized, because their manipulation is more westernized than Nigerianized. Because religious approach is always westernized approach. Continue.
That's nothing like hearing or legal process. Nothing like that exists. Stop placing the world on notice. They don't care about what happens. Stop placing the word on notice. They are not taking notes because they are all consumed and bent on satisfying their very evil and neo-colonialist interests by not allowing Biafra to be free. Holy Spirit, I want to proceed with a prophetic update. I was interrupted by the Holy Spirit. I think I am done with this very number 1 prophecy. Let me go to the next prophecy.
Remember, his prophecy is that we should hold 1 or 2 governors on ransom. That was a prophecy. Autopilot, anarchy. we should hold. This is 7 months ago. That's how they started coming out. That's how they started coming out slowly. And anya neje wa uku neje wala wala anya neje wala wala de siam. That was when I saw this guy. 7 months ago, I saw this guy, and I played this guy. I know I told you when I saw this guy that was here. For those of you who are still joining now, when I saw this guy, that was 7 months ago. It was on July. It was on July 9th of July 2021, sorry. 2021 was when I countered this prophecy. Listen and listen good to the when I countered this prophecy.
This fake prophet. These are fake prophets, for goodness sake. Just because he's in captivity of Nigeria doesn't mean that he's gonna die. The Bible you are reading, when Paul and Silas was in prison, the angels was with them that broke free the gate of hell, which is the gate of prison, for them to escape. And still they refuse to escape. They want to push you to make a mistake. This manipulation.
They want to push you to make a mistake.
As a Biafran followers, but they are fake. Some of them are not even supporters of Biafra. They're just giving their own lies in the name of prophecy. But I want you to share this message to go around. Make this message to go viral. That they may understand that the plan of God is not the plan of man. At the end of every tunnel, you will find brightness. Make sure you share this video as we proceed. By the end of this video, you will understand and acknowledge something. You are going to take something home. The great people of Biafra all over the world, the great children of God all over the world. I want to break the silence today. I want to tell you something. That thing I want to tell you.
Okay, did you hear that? Thank you very much. Did you hear that? He said he gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 51 days for them to execute him. That was the prophecy he is receiving. He said they gave him 51 days to be executed. That was the prophecy he was giving you. That same, it was the next month I saw that message, which is the, I think, 9th of July 2021. I saw that prophecy. I countered it. I said, no, you are lying. It is a fake prophecy. It is not the real prophecy. And that is exactly here. I am here now to confirm that prophet that I told you July, on the 9th of July. Go to my page. You will see it. I actually reposted it today. You will see the date as well. That day he mentioned that. I said it is a lie. It is a fraudulent prophecy. Many people were panicking. Many people took, they actually want to go, go a wall. Many people, I told you guys, be conscious of your activities now, because the plans of the enemy are very bad. The plan was coming from the United States to destroy this struggle. But go and thank your God. Go and thank your God that you have somebody that has wisdom as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who made sure that he did not make everything, leave you without security. And that security is the DOS, who place everything, who is handling everything in order, making everywhere to be calm, involving with diplomatic approach, because they are giving you physical approach because they want to lure you out. When you come out, they will destroy you. They will tell you that you are the one who brought it upon yourself. Let us continue to listen to the prophecy of this guy. Let us continue to listen to the prophecy of these fake prophets. Because bring me anywhere, I will prove to him that he's a liar. He is not a prophet. According to the Bible that he read, that told him about the Holy Spirit, that he claimed that is giving him that message, he is not a prophet. He is a liar. When we come to that, decoding those prophecies with the Bible, I am going to do that in front of you here. We tell you that they are all lying. Let us continue. Remember, he said 51 days. I told him it is a lie 7 months ago. And that is now I am trying to come here to remind him that it is a lie again. Whatever he did there was a concocted lie placed by Omonwaya Kata, given to him. Madam Bridget was the one who gave him this prophecy. Bridget gave him this prophecy. I don't know Madam Bridget. I haven't seen her. I don't even know what she looked like. I didn't know that she's in Akata. But I am going to connect the dots, then you will see it. Listen and listen attentively. Listen and listen attentively.
Prophecy. Let me go to the next prophecy. Let me go to the next. The next prophecy now is about the 5 prophecies for Biafra and Nigeria which are released. Listen and pay attention very closely. Listen and pay attention very, very closely. Listen. This is that very prophecy that was published, I think, on 14th April. And this prophecy was given to me on the 11th of April, 2021. On the 11th of April, 2021. And the manifestations are
agglomerations of
95% manifestation. The second one that talks about the assignment of Mazi Nnamdi, which is where we are now, which is exactly where we are right now. So you have to follow up.
Can escape
Now you follow up. You need to follow up.
Number 1 prophecy.
Yes.
I said is about Nigeria.
Yes, that's the first prophecy now.
What is it? Secret preparation.
Secret preparation for action.
Therefore,
yes,
he was asking for my permission to send it
to
officers to pay attention.
Yes.
What is it? Men are kidding.
Did we hear that?
Are kidding. I am not saying men are kidding. I'm saying men are kidding.
Yes.
Are kidding. Men are kidding. I am not saying men are kidding. I'm saying
he said the prophecy, another prophecy on that day, he said men are kidding. That men are kidding. Men kidding means what? In the name, let us hear it from horse's mouth. Let me not quote him out of context. Let us hear it from the horse's mouth. Then you will understand when he says men are kitten. Let us know what he is talking about.
Police, the army, the armed.
I described everything.
The force men
In that very secret
wearing
operation
things
for
to go
action
for
process, I described it. I was very clear.
You know,
Unequivocal.
their boots, you know what I'm
Which
saying?
you are seeing today.
And also,
We
you know
continue.
what I'm saying. I'm not going to make everything open.
Yes.
Men are cheating.
Men are cheating.
Men are preparing secretly.
Men are preparing
Men
secretly.
are preparing secretly.
Yes.
Right now, most of you that have been watching my videos, that have been hearing my prophecies,
as they're watching now,
can understand how accurate they are.
And now they are confirming it. The doubting Thomases, they are now.
This is from their critical thinking now. This one is actually from their critical thinking. They want to bring another manipulation. Men are cheating. He's already told you to go and start kidnapping governors. I hope you paid attention. To go and start kidnapping governors. I want you to know when autopilot is acting today, you will exactly know where they began. Now he is coming to tell you men are cheating. Men are cheating. Psychologically making you to know you should cheat. You should get ready for war because war is now. War that you never planned. You should get ready for it. That's exactly what he is telling you. Men are cheating. Another psychological manipulation. As a prophecy, men are cheating to push his agenda. He's already giving you a fake, fraudulent prophecy that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, his agendist, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. His agendist will die in 51 days. You know, his agendist, and some of his agendists actually died in that 51 days. He gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now he pushed it further to tell you men are cheating. You must release all arsenal you have. Go and call all the people that you know, our vigilante or our ESM or our BBS, all of them. You must bring them together and you send them to go and do prison break. That was what he was telling you. And the same reason why the DSS, because they presented it like that, for DSS not to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go into correctional facility. I hope you are paying attention. For them not to release him to go into correctional facility, because that is a plan B. That was a plan B. When they are not able to execute him in Kenya, when they bring him in, they will orchestrate many, manipulative approach that will, when you hear it now, because you would say that for security reasons, he is not going to correctional center. He is not going to correctional center because now, since someone is already giving them prophecy to go and bring all their arsenal, to go and start taking governors, they will now go to correctional center and break it and take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why they present this was for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to stay in the DSS dungeon where he will not be seeing people daily. Where he will not be seeing people daily because they want to make him, put him in a quiet place that he might, when you sit in a place where you don't see people daily, you don't communicate, you don't read papers, they want him to start losing his focus slowly, his brain fog slowly. That was the plan. The same thing they do to a lot of freedom fighters. They put them in jail. They put them through a reformation process, a reformatory process. Reform them. They do psychological reformation. That psychological reformation, it can come through, placing you in a place where you cannot communicate with people. Placing you in a place where they will be punishing you every day until you even lose your name, until you even forget your name. These are two things they can do, psychologically and the physical reformation. But this time around, you cannot give someone physical, reformation because the bruise is going to show because court is involved. It is not like those days when they tell you that they have the experience of those who fought freedom that time, who were given physical reformation that make them, even some of them forget their name. Some of them forgot what they are fighting for. They started talking from both sides of their mouth. They started, accepting with the enemy. That is exactly how it worked, how it happened. This time around, they are more psychological when they are approaching their reformation. So now they have to have a reason to place Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon, to tell you that for security reasons that he must be there. That is the only place that they deem safe for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be. And that's why they put him there. And he's been there. Remember, he tell you now, he saw people kicking, men kicking. Who are those men? Let's find out. Who are those men that this prophet, self-acclaimed prophet, saw them kicking? Continue.
I'm now confirming it. We proceed.
Blacks. But I'm not going to give a pictorial description of them for some reasons. They are blacks. But there are foreign elements among them.
Yes.
There are foreign elements among them. And there are...
Did you hear that? Foreign elements among them. Foreign what? Elements among them. You remember that the Nigerian police or Nigerian government sent 180 Nigerian police officers to Somalia for training, in quote, for training. And since they went for the training, up to now we have not got an update. It was later we discovered that there was a kind of recruitment of some militants or some terrorists or so to speak. I'm not going into that. I don't want to say certain things. I am focusing on the prophetic update, but it's real to come and help Nigeria. Foreign elements. Are you following? And we also heard about the Pakistani mercenaries that came in order to stop the Biafra restoration, in order to fight against the Biafra restoration. Are you following now?
Remember, did you see Pakistan? I hope you heard Pakistan. Let me push it back. Have you ever heard about Pakistani machinery? How many of you who follow Nelly Ofebu? How many of you who follow Nelly Ofebu directly? Like you follow her because she is enemy. You watch her every move in order to know where she will constitute her, manipulative agenda or her nuisance, where she will constitute it. Did you remember when baby died? Are you paying attention? Did you remember when baby died? Nelly Ofebu came to tell us that China Sanworu brought mercenaries from Pakistan, to go and kill some people in Nigeria. Are you paying attention? Now listen to, where that Pakistani is coming from, because all of them, listen to it. Let me bring it back a little bit. Listen very attentively for you to know that where they are, when they are plotting, sometimes they use the same word. You will think it's a coincidence because you don't pay attention to understand, to finish it off in order to know where these people are going. Prima facie. Pay very good attention.
Listen and pay attention very closely. Listen and pay attention very, very closely. Listen. This is that very prophecy that was published, I think, on 14th April. And this prophecy was given to me on the 11th of April, 2021. On the 11th of April, 2021. And the manifestations are I can also give you 95% manifestation. The second one that talks about the assignment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is where we are now, which is exactly where we are right now. So you have to follow up. You have to follow up. You need to follow up.
Number one prophecy.
Yes.
I said is about Nigeria.
Yes, that's the first prophecy now.
What is it? Secret preparation.
Secret preparation for action.
I want everybody, the rank and file.
Let me fast forward it because of time.
Officers to pay attention.
Yes.
What is it? Men are kidding.
Did you hear that?
Are kidding. I am not saying men are kidding. I'm saying men are kidding. Men are kidding. Men are kidding. I am not saying men are kidding. I'm saying men are kidding. You know, when the police, the army, the armed
I described everything.
the force man
In that very secret
wearing
operation
things
for
to go
action
for an
office,
engagement,
I described it. I was very clear.
You know,
Unequivocal.
their boots, you know what I'm
Which
saying?
you are seeing today.
And also,
We continue.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make everything open.
Yes.
Men are cheating.
Men are cheating.
Men are preparing secretly.
Men are preparing secretly.
Are preparing secretly.
Yes.
By now, most of you that have been watching my videos, that have been hearing my prophecy,
as they're watching now,
can understand how accurate they are.
And now they are confirming it. The doubting Thomases, they are now confirming it. We proceed.
They are blacks. But I'm not going to give a pictorial description of them for some reasons. They are blacks. But there are foreign elements among them.
Yes.
There are foreign elements among them. And there are...
Did you hear that? Foreign elements among them. Amoma. Foreign what? Elements among them. You remember that the Nigerian police or Nigerian government sent 180 Nigerian police officers.
Pay very good attention this side. Pay very good attention because I brought it back. I think I brought it back more. But pay very good attention. This is the point I want you to pick up from here. Pick it up, then you compare and contrast when Nelly Ofebu talk about China Sanworu going to Pakistan to go and buy mercenaries. Then you will know which people, you know how these people are connected. How these people are connected. And you are going to still confirm it where it will be. I will share light to it more when I bring that broadcast of yesterday of Berima and this guy. You will now understand where we are going. Pay very good attention.
Training, in quote, for training. And since they went for the training, up to now we have not got an update. It was later we discovered that there was a kind of recruitment of some militants or some terrorists or so to speak. I'm not going into that. I don't want to say certain things. I am focusing on the prophetic update, but it's real to come and help Nigeria. Foreign elements. Are you following? And we also heard about the Pakistani mercenaries that came in order to stop the Biafra.
Pakistani mercenaries that came in order to stop the Biafra, that is the same way Nelly Ofebu saw, and he said that China Sanworu went to Pakistan to bring in Pakistani mercenaries to kill our people. Are you paying attention? And are you connecting the dots? Are you connecting the dots? That is, the same people who will come to the comment section telling you to leave the exposition you are doing and attack the people who sent the people you are exposing. We will start the attack on the people they sent, that when those people go back, they will tell their people that these people are awake. A dog will not eat something that belongs to someone who is at alert. It is not possible. It is not possible. And that is what we are doing here. If you don't like what we are doing here, go to the platform, go to Radio Biafra, where you will see people exposing Nigeria, or you go to those platforms where you believe that they are exposing Nigeria, because here we are exposing the people Nigeria sent to us. We are exposing the people that Nigeria sent to us. And until we are done with these people, we are not going to leave any stone unturned, regardless of how you are feeling. And we don't owe any apology to any MDF here on the comment section commenting rubbish. I don't owe you any apology because you are MDF. That's what I call you. You are all, MDF. Go and check the meaning in your dictionary. You will understand exactly what you are. and we don't take orders from motherfuckers. Let's continue.
That came in order to stop the Biafra restoration, in order to fight against the Biafra restoration. Are you following now the foreign elements? They are blacks, but there are foreign elements among them. Are you following Ipob or something like that from Shanghai in China?
Shanghai.
The negotiation was to help stop the coming of Biafra. I hope you are following now.
There are suggestions and negotiations that they should strike a deal with foreign government. That they should strike a deal with foreign government for higher advantage.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
That they should strike a deal with foreign government for higher
advantage. Yes.
And I will not mention the name of the country I heard.
It's still happening.
For some important reasons.
Some has happened and some are still happening now. Are you following it now?
But this very country represents.
Yes. Let me fast forward because of time. I am going to the next right now about the assignment of Mazi and the Kanu because of time.
It's not the kind of assignment that we already know. It's assignment as the Supreme Leader to lead us into
welcome to the program.
No, I'm talking about an assignment that has come, recent assignment.
Okay.
This assignment is very, very important, and also it is very, very powerful.
Let me fast forward.
Spiritual assignment in front of him. I'm seeing spiritual assignment in front of him.
Did you hear that?
I am seeing.
Listen.
Spiritual assignment in front of him.
You know, with this one, I am going to leave it here because the most important place where I want you to hear, you have heard it. Now let's go to him applying to the autopilot leaders platform yesterday. Let us now bring it to you. The autopilot leaders who invited this man in their program, claiming that they haven't met before, claiming that they have never talked, he never come across their platform, this and that, you know, because we must debunk everything that is debunkable. For Biafran to come, we must separate chaff from this wheat. We must separate those they carry you come. We must remove them. We must separate them from this wheat, that we may be able to eat the wheat without any problem. We must separate them. We must separate them. Let me get that video of last night where they started presenting the confirmation of their criminality. Where they started, their criminality. Let me go to that video. Hang in there and don't move, that you will be able to understand when we are saying something. You will know that we are not playing games. Now let's go to that program of yesterday.
One family.
And then pick each one and do the analysis by yourself.
We're going to start it.
Just one moment, please.
We are going to start it afresh.
It's okay.
Did you see it? That's what we are going to be playing right now. I was not able to download that video, but I still have it. I am going to play it directly from YouTube. Then we are going to try to understand exactly what is the link between this autopilot and auto-prophecy. From the beginning, this auto-prophecy came out first before autopilot surfaced in the mainstream media. Now they are united now. They have, because remember I told you they have many wings, branches, because they don't want to sing together. And there is something very important I am going to expose to you. It will also work in the favor of that woman. It would advise it will advise Eperima in Finland. It will advise all of them that are involved in this game. Because now there is a division, a serious division. Like I told you from the beginning, This end of the month is the end of autopilot, and they have ended. We are just going to give them a send-off. Doesn't mean that they have ended, means that they will not be constituting nuisance in the mainstream media. They will be doing. Remember now, they want to act like they don't want to mention DOS anymore, sorry. They don't want to mention DOS because we have debunked every of their activities. We have debunked them now, and they were now told, you are not a member of this organization. Stop going to use your activities. Stop using the name of this organization to promote your activities. I hope you are getting the message. I hope you are getting the message. He is being advised. He is being advised. That is the reason why he rushed and say we are doing election. After the election, now we are no longer going to talk much about these people. We are going to focus. That is the plan, and that is the manipulative way of dropping the branding. Let us continue, Jared. Let us continue, because some of you may not understand where I am heading to, but you will understand it when we finish. Pay very good attention. Don't move.
We are going to call on the politician in Biafra land.
This is a jingle. This is a jingle.
Of jingle I made out of yesterday's video. Pastor Maxwell.
That's very good.
And there is something that happened in that day before yesterday's video. After I made a broadcast, because these people, you know what they do? They learn from us. They learn from us. After I made a video telling you that I am not going to criticize Russia, that my take on that is different from yours, is different from others. And I told you about the separatist movement in Russia, in Ukraine, which Ukraine has been oppressing, killing them. Up to 14,000 of them died. The same minute, in the next 30 minutes, on the next hour, after I had done with my broadcast, when this guy was doing his broadcast, that is when I noticed that Nelly Ofebu is very, very intelligent. There was someone who called and said that she might be a psychology or, something like a therapist or psychology. That she might be one of these people. But, I could say that she might be a psycho or she might be a bipolar. Because there is some link-up analogy between all these things. Now, when I mentioned about it, now Nelly Ofebu now went in to make a research to now, come to the platform of this guy to act like it is her initiative. But it is not her initiative. If you want to take it, you go on my platforms, you will hear exactly what time I give that information to the public domain. She ran to that platform, she start talking, telling you all this and that, for it to look like that autopilot and Edu, they are the people who do research and know history, but they know nothing. They know absolutely nothing. That is the reason why I ask you, ask her, is Edu a nation inside, in a kingdom inside a nation, or a nation of its own? That is the question assignment I gave to you, to go and ask that Madam Nelly, or Apostle Nelly, or Elohim Nelly. That is the things you need to ask her. Because now I know. Because I did not have audience in that teaching, because it is a teaching that related to our ordinary things that we face today. Facebook will not allow you to have audience on that. That is number one. Number two, our people does not want to listen to such things. That is number three. Now, pay very good attention. Let us go back to the business of the day.
I'm gonna allow you now to, because people are coming in now, and I'm going to allow you now to go ahead and tell us the message of the redemption, the message of liberation, the message of hope, the message that you have for us today.
The author message.
So the floor is yours. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, viewers all over the world, Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world, regardless where you are watching from or joining from. I welcome you. I am Pastor Maxwell Ekenenawihe. I'm the senior pastor of Vogospraise International Appointed Place. I am reaching you all the way from Port Harcourt in Biafra land. I am not going to go into other details about talking about who I am. One thing is very sure. Jesus said, by their fruits you shall know them.
Indeed.
I'm not such a man of God that delight or have pleasure in long introductions of himself.
We will give
fruits
you
are very important. Fruits are evidence. Nobody can dispute a ripened fruit upon a tree. In leadership, we are looking for fruits. In leadership, anything that has to do with leading the people, we are looking for fruits. Why all of us today are talking about Mazi Nnamdi is because he has a lot of fruits. He has borne fruits, fruits of freedom, fruits of truth, honesty, dedication, sincerity, and pragmatism. That is why today we are standing in solidarity with him. By the grace of God, not by my power, God has helped me to bear a whole lot of fruits. This is about 6 years. I've been doing this very job for our people. Nobody appointed me to do it. God himself anointed me and strengthened me, even though it was against my will, to always stand in the gap as a man of God, as a child of God, as an indigenous person from this part of the world. It's not by accident, for goodness sake. Even if tomorrow my office rises to a higher levels in the ecclesiastical realm,
wow,
I will never decline. I will never rescind. I will never recant my statements, my prayers, my public opinions with regards to the restoration of Biafra. Straight to the point, because we have a very precise topic at hand: civil disobedience. If you go to my YouTube channel and watch most of the videos that are published there, the Biafran videos and messages dominate every other message.
That is exactly what you are now telling us. You are now telling us the reason why you came in at the first time. Your people are looking for relevant. Biafra is now, Biafra struggle is now where everybody want to shine. They want to use it to shine. That is exactly what is going on now. Everybody want to use Biafra struggle to shine. Everybody, okay, they want to use this hallowed movement to shine for their selfish purposes. For their selfish purposes. There is something I remembered now. Okay, let me not. I hope I will remember it. If any of you, by the ending of this program, tell me to give you that thing that I remembered now, that I wanted to say. Let me not, because I want to use it as a conclusion to this exposition. Let us continue.
But God himself that calls everyone and ordains everyone knows why it is so. And if you watch each and every one of those videos, if you pay attention very closely, without any prejudice, without being biased for any reason, without sentiment, all you will hear and see and watch on your screen is truth. Truth made manifest by a lot of evidences that our people are testifying about today. I didn't come to know Mazi Simon Ekpa on my own. I didn't make a personal effort to reach him. Somebody make that effort.
Did you hear that?
This very person was connected to me by someone else. What is it that I've been bringing people to me from different countries of the world? Is the fruits I have borne. It is the fruit of righteousness and sincerity that I've borne as a minister. Talking about prophecies, talking about messages. Go to my YouTube channel. You will see each and every one of them published there, and then pick each one and do the analysis by yourself to know which of the prophecies or messages I've released that have not come to pass.
That is what I am doing now. I picked one of them to do the analysis, because that was the challenges you threw. I picked one of them. I am doing the analysis. Number one of the analysis, you said to our people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you saw him or you saw your agendas being executed in 51 days, that we must release every arsenal that we have to go and rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that on the process, you will say your prophecy came to pass. Not a pilot. Because your plans is to remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of the way. These are the people who never buy the philosophy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why they allow themselves to be used by the enemy. He told you to go and pick up governors and ransom. Well, he will be sitting in his home, sending people to go and pick up governors for ransom. This is one of your prophecy you told us to go and, to go and do the analysis. The analysis is what I am doing. You people want to bring in extrajudicial killing in our land, with the world knowing that we bring it upon ourselves. That's what they will tell you. Because when Europeans want to start, exploiting some part in this continent, they will use our people, bring, some of them, they will use terrorism, implement terrorism there. While you are busy grappling with terrorism, they are busy exploiting what they want. That is exactly how it begins. They will be busy, achieving what they want to achieve in your nation, while you are grappling with the problem they, psychologically, diplomatically cause for you. And that is exactly most of the things, these people. That is the reason why from the beginning of this program, I told you that this approach is more westernized than Nigerianized. It is more westernized. There is a Western agenda that these people are pushing. There is a Western agenda that these people are pushing. And that Western agenda is what we need to decode. That Western agenda. Because this approach these people are using is beyond Nigeria, or is beyond, Fulani approach. Believe you me. Believe you me. There is something about, it is not, what these autopilots are doing. There is something about the Western approach that is behind it. It is not just Nigeria. So listen to it. Listen to it. We are now told to go and make sure that we analyze this video. That is what we are doing, because this is 21st century. It is not when you will tell us that you saw people wearing a boot. Just because tomorrow, if I come out and see people wearing a boot, it will look like your prophecy is happening. Because this is a manipulative approach they bring to you. Let us continue with the almighty broadcast that the Erima in Finland did last night with the autopiloted, self-acclaimed, so-called prophet.
Accurately regarding the Biafra restoration, regarding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, regarding the issues of betrayals and sabotage, high-profile sabotage that is taking place today, and such that have taken place even before this very time. The videos are there. They have not been deleted. I don't delete, I don't countercite, I don't recant my statements, I don't contradict my revelations or prophecies. They're there. Straight to the point. Last year, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted in Kenya and was subsequently extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria, we got the hint of it, we got the information. It was all over the place in the month of June. In the month of July, I was trying to do a prophetic update of the prophecies I've given so far regarding what I've mentioned some time ago. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra restoration, sabotage, betrayal, the way forward, the countdown to the restoration of Biafra, which as at now is remaining about 1 year plus, almost 1 year plus, or a year at most. As I was giving that very prophetic update on the 1st of July 2021, God spoke to me. I don't know if Mazi Simon Ekpa will allow me to share the screen of that very prophecy. I don't know if that is possible.
Why would he not allow you when you are autopilot? Why would he not allow you? Hi. Sugar-coated people. Sugar-coated, approach.
Man of God, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Let me get that very video that our people may understand that we have come a very long way, a very, very long way in this. This is that very prophecy.
Manning their release.
I'm going to fast forward it, yes?
Prophecy. Power. As God told me, and I told you, that is exactly how it is happening right now, 11 months after
the prophet.
This prophecy was released. God gave it to me on the 14th. On the 14th of July. Today is what? I think, yes, today is 1st of July. Almost 1 year. And look at how it is coming to.
This very prophecy that I'm making reference to in this update was given to me in 2020, and it started coming to manifestation with the exit of HMFO. A lot of high-profile sabotage that took place even in 2020 and in 2021. On the 23rd of August, on the 23rd of August 2020, I gave a prophecy in the meeting of the members of IPOB that there will be a major shakeup, in the IPOB leadership.
Did you hear that?
That a lot of people, the shakeup is going to lead a lot of people away.
Remember Madam Elohim also. Remember Madam Elohim prophecy also. I want you to remember Madam Elohim prophecy. That when you think that, there are many people, which I am going to bring here today, telling you that Idu now is now issues. Because they now want to use, let us continue.
Out of leadership positions.
No.
That was on Sunday the 23rd of August 2020. That prophecy came to pass before the end of 2020. Mazi George Onyibe, the African rep, was removed. We heard about the resignation of Amaka Ebo, who was one of the Twitter experts of IPOB, and also the reassignment of the portfolio of Emeka Gift. And then the last straw that broke the camel's back was the exit of HMFO. That came to pass. But the very prophecy I was referring to here now captured a whole lot. It is just like a diary. It is just like a book. Each of the minutes, this prophecy was about either 29 minutes or so, the duration of it, that was released about 1 year plus now. Each of the minutes of the prophecy is like when you are reading a book, you open from page.
Pastor, I can't hear you again. I can't hear you again.
Pastor is frozen. Let's push it further.
I think your network is showing your barracks are out of the struggle. We are now in the liberation phase of this movement. It is to tell you that the Biafra is here. And let me also tell you, those who say that Pastor our problem, I have heard, I didn't ask him yet, but I have heard that this particular pastor is observing sit at home on Sunday.
Did you see the autopilot? You will understand how their lies. You will understand how their lies. Remember, okay, let me not go there until they say it themselves.
I have been told. I have not asked him. It is part of the question I'm going to ask him today. He is observing sit at home on Sunday. Since we begin to talk about sit at home on Sunday, I was told that this pastor you see today is observing sit at home. So hopefully he is going to talk about his sit at home. They say that every Sunday, this man of God closed and locked down his church. Every Monday he sit at home. Every Sunday he sit at home. So let us see what, I want him to say it because somebody told me, I am not sure. And again, I have never spoken with this man of God until today. I have never spoken.
Did you hear that? He has never spoken with autopiloted prophets until today. He's never spoken to this man of God until today. I hope all of you, knows that autopilot have been communicating with this guy. Autopilot, they have been communicating with this guy because remember that autopilot, if he says that he has never spoken to this guy in his platform, just like he's doing now, then I will say yes, I will believe him. But if he said that he's never communicated with this guy from the beginning up until today, I doubt. Because number one, I know when Give Me Star in UK, Give Me Star, Nelly's son brought this guy to their platform, interviewed this guy. That was when I recalled that there was a prophecy this guy gave, but I did not counter it that time. Because I didn't see it to be necessary. But it just confirmed one thing for me, that prophecy was autopiloted prophecy. Autopiloted prophecy. That was not a prophecy. Because this guy does not even see his back or something, something over the wall. Talk more of seeing what is happening with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But he say he never, come across this guy or spoken to this guy. But that boy in UK, Nesilu no Fokul, Egosunu na TV, was the one who brought this guy to autopiloted platform. Pay very good attention. That is the reason why it looks like autopilot have branches, wings, play different stories, play different approach, play differently, so that the one that the people are now not liking, they will unite and use, like I told you, they will use, constructive attack on that thing. And just like they are doing to Nelly right now, constructive attack to destabilize Edo. Then use nepotics or nepotic way to bring back that person into the struggle. I told you, and that is exactly what is going on right now. And I am going to prove it to you before we leave here today. Let us continue.
With him, I do not know him. I don't know, until today. And that is how God works. Like he
do not know him, but this boy, Give Me Star, interviewed him in his platform, I think 2 months back. 2 months back. If you go to his platform, those who knows him, he say he never heard from him, he don't know him. But that autopiloted platform, this guy was there being interviewed. So when people lie, you will understand, that their lie is just, it's disgusting. They give you a disgusting lie. He say he does not know this guy. He does not know the first person who introduced anarchy in the name of prophecy, that he carried it on. He does not know his fellow agendist. Hey, Eberima in Finland, you are indeed Eberima. You can lie. You can lie. They are using the name of God in vain. Just like the one self-acclaimed prophet and the Eberima. You never know him. But autopiloted platform was interviewing this guy maybe 2 months ago. Let us continue. And if you doubt it, only if they will delete the video before I arrive, I can even bring that video to you. If you doubt it, if you doubt what I am saying, Let us continue.
Explain, you know, how he connected and all that. It is to show you that the Biafra is here before you people will begin to, you know. But anyway, so we are waiting for him. Please, Pastor Maxwell, please come back, fix your this thing and come back, please. We are going to play more. I think as we are waiting for him to rejoin us, we go on a longer break now. As we are waiting for him, you see, he is the one bringing the dream. So his word is that that's very, very clear. And we know
an update of a previous prophecy.
this word there. We will start from there.
Let us continue.
No fire can stop us. No true forces can stop us. Politicians and the political leaders of the Southeast between now and the 15th of March to pull military out of Biafra land. Otherwise, we are not just going to take this war to them. We will start from there.
This is
This war to them. We will start from there.
I
now,
read
here we go.
A publication made by the barrister Fayej for today, saying that they have applied to see Mazi Kanu being his client, to see him, and up to now the application or something has not been approved by the DSS. They have not been able to see Mazi Kanu since his abduction and return to Nigeria on the 27th of June, being Sunday. I will come to that later. They are religiously minded that they don't want to give any space. But watch what will happen. Only if you can pay instruction to these prophecies and follow the instructions. And
now I am going to push it further because this was still the prophecy I played from the beginning.
The answer is no. You are going to hear the instructions.
Okay.
I was referring to the instructions I gave in the previous prophecy. Remember, at this time I was doing update of a previous prophecy. So in the course of doing that update, letting the world know the ones that have come to pass and the ones that are still waiting for the appointed time, a new prophecy came, which you are going to hear now.
Let me quickly say this. Let nobody tell you to keep quiet. Let nobody tell anybody to be calm. Nobody should be calm at this point in time because they're a matter of life and death. I understand that this very what is happening and the arrest of Mazi is for good. Yes, I understand. But I am foreseeing a tragic turn.
Now, this is the new prophecy. In the course of the prophetic update, this new prophecy came that you're about to hear now. And the world is taking note. The prophecy, this very video went very viral. It went viral. Yet, the authorities, those in leadership positions of IPOB, I don't want to generalize it, majority of them that are supposed to stream this very prophecy on their platforms, they refuse to do it. One of the IPOB media giants in Japan contacted me after this prophecy was released. And he told me that he wants to send it to the IPOB presenters. That he has watched other videos of my prophecies and have confirmed the accuracy of my prophecies. That he doesn't want to take this very particular prophecy on the 1st of July lightly. Therefore, he was asking for my permission to send it to the IPOB Radio Biafra presenters, those of them that anchor programs on Radio Biafra and IPOB platforms. I gave him the permission to do so. Do you know that this young man sent this very video we are watching now to
This is now coming to tell you, to join suit or to follow suit with autopilot countermoting the DOS. That is where they are heading to. And I want you to pay very good attention, because this is where we are going to squeeze them. This is where we are going to squeeze them. Pay very good attention in conclusion.
They refused to play it. They refused.
We are not surprised.
They refused to allow it stream on the platforms. Till this very day, there are some private platforms that have actually streamed this very video. And when it was brought to my attention, I went to about 2 of those platforms, and I saw that the views of this very video on their platform, one of them had about 110,000 views.
Because you lied, because you know, that was the plan. The reason why they make it a prophet, they make it a, you know, religious thing, is because they know that our people are still in Akapurisheke. When it comes to religious doctrine and the religious activities, our people are still blind. And the plan is that once you release it, there is something like the truth in front of it, which the people who are going to carry out this assignment made it known to the because that was the initial plan. That was the initial plan. Now, you know, you will understand that this Bridget of a woman, there is no way she is not involved with, you know, selling of being Judas in this era. She is part of the Judas in this era. Pay very good attention, because I am going to analyze it while they are heading to that direction.
Platform and other platforms. Yet, the leadership that are supposed to take it up, listen to the voice of God through me. God cannot speak from the cloud. God speaks through people. From the time of old till now. Listen, pay attention, do what God has asked you to do. They refused. They refused. Now listen.
Listen to me very well. I am saying 51 days. Listen, write it down. Even though it's on video,
51
even
days.
though it's on, as I'm talking right now, the time is what? This is about.
It is saying 51 days from June. This 51 days was from June, which he claimed he made this prophecy, or when he made this prophecy, actually, from June 2021. He is seeing 51 days. Let us know what exactly happened after 51 days, how he will concoct it and tell you that it is the confirmation of his prophecy, because they will always manipulate it and tell you the prophecy came to pass, or it happened this way, because Barrister Joffa was grappling with seeing Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu, because that is where they might be going. But let us hear it and see exactly why these 51 days, what happened. Is the prophecy accurate, or is the prophecy, or did they change of plan? Let's hear.
10 minutes after 3, the 1st of July, I am saying 51 days. They are giving Mazi and the country. There's 50 days deadline to his extermination. 51 days.
This prophecy, I gave it on the 1st of July 2021.
So that you will lose your head, you will lose control and go a war on Nigeria. Then with the help of the people who helped them in 1960, they are about Nukosa. You go for unplanned war, and they will kill Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu. They will say it is a crossfire. You know the word, they will say it is a crossfire. That was the plan of all these criminals. The plans of all these criminals. That is the reason why he give you 51 days. Give you instruction. You must release all your arsenal. DOS are very, very intelligent set of people. They are intelligent set of people. for not playing or even listening to this trash. Because immediately when I saw this trash, immediately when I saw this trash, already I got that message that it is a trash. But I did not realize that it is actually, a manipulative approach. Are those who did this bidding of being Judas amongst men were the people who concocted this prophecy and passed it to this guy. Because if I realized it that time, but I knew it was a trash 7 months ago when I came and countered it, but I did not know which angle this trash was coming from. And I did not know exactly the plans of these people to present this trash to our people when they were emotional. When they were still emotional, telling you 51 days, release every of your arsenal. Make sure it does not exist 51 days. And he's trying to make this prophet lying go viral, that the DOS will now start thinking, not thinking out of the box. They will start thinking emotionally. But those are the people, when you call them intellectual, they will, they deservingly will say, yes, they are intellectual. They don't reason, emotional or emotionally. They reason from outside the box. They reason out of the box. That is exactly what is going on. That's why this guy was not able to manipulate them or lie to them to the extent of bringing them down today. Continue listening to this prophecy.
And the 51 days elapsed on the 20th of August. Between the 1st of July to the 20th of August, a lot of things happened. You remember that the first court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the first court date of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was slated to hold on the 26th of July. But they shifted it. It was the court that gave the date. Before court gives any date, they are aware of this in the Nigerian judiciary, more especially their vacation. That 26th of July court date they gave to the world was not in error or ignorance of the annual court vacation, judges' recess or vacation. They cancelled the 26th July court date with excuses that the judges are going on vacation. That was one of the first manifestations of the evil plans they had to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. According to that very prophecy, 51 days deadline I saw that very day as I was given the prophetic update. And between that very time and August, a lot of things transpired, a lot of things happened, that the IPOB leadership was raising alarm that the health and the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was at stake, was at risk. We also heard about the bombing of the Nigerian Defense Academy. We had it. We also heard about the security intelligence that there are plans.
This is actually trying to connect a lie. You know what he's trying to do? He is trying to connect his lie to tell you the 51 days he gave for the criminals, 51 days interval. The reason secret mission to exterminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, which I told you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu blew their cover before they arrived. That was the reason why they could not kill him. And I am telling you this authoritatively. You will hear it maybe eventually when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes as it happened. If you want to bring his story to the public domain, that was the reason why they could not kill him. They made a plan B immediately. Now, a prophet must go, and because they know they have committed a crime and they know it is going to be international crime, but they believe that we are emotionally stupid, religiously, ignorant. That was, that was their belief, and that was what they thought.
Now, let us present somebody, because they know that our people, the way you reason, when you they present to you not a big prophet. They don't want to, because they know if you bring a big prophet, you will know that this big prophet, none of them has been preaching Biafra. That is the reason why they brought a prophet that you don't know. Then they know that they have already made an arrangement, knowing that if they present this one, people will share his video, because they will tell you that this is an unknown prophet, that his message kalaka, no banda amara amabuyena message fa kalaka. Those you don't know are the ones their message is very pobonky. You know, that is exactly the reason why they presented this one to you. Now make people to share the message, and that message actually went viral. It went viral. Like I tell you, any significant thing that happens in social media, once I come across it, I will jot something about it down, so that whenever such thing comes up, I will remember that thing I jot down about it. I will be able to tell you, give you analysis on that. That's what I do. This was 8 months ago. They released this fake, manipulation. And I still have it on my head. I know one day I will use it. Now, they know that when they tell you, when this man himself tell you, our people were actually losing it. That is the reason why immediately when they talk about autopilot, our people will now say, yeah, that prophecy, it is only autopilot that will be able to, make that prophecy not to come true. Because autopilot are moving towards the direction of saving Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why Fajili a lot of people in our midst. That is the reason why Fajili a lot of, but thank God today, all of them are coming back. The ones that are standing firm with autopilot are those anti-Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu. They are still the ones standing firm. The rest of the ones who gives them the number is people like us. When we go to know what they want to feed to our people. A lot of us, we go to know what they want to feed to our people. And I don't normally go to, maybe I will be doing my thing, I come across it, I will say, since I've come across it, because now it's on Facebook, let me pay attention. I pay attention. It increases the number, right? So that is the reason, the way any of us will be paying attention. Why, if he gets that number that he gets, why can't he issue a proclamation and it will happen in the zoo? It does not. There is nothing he says that comes to pass. Rather, he is recruiting those criminals. He is recruiting those criminals who will call in his platform telling him, I have a first class information, that you are the second in command. No, because we have debunked them calling him our leader, my leader. You are my leader. The same person now came back and called him, you are the second in command. I have a first class information for me here. Hey. Our people, let us not deviate. I don't want to digress. Let us go forward. We are going to go to that place some other time. I just mentioned it for him to know that let us continue.
Plans to bomb the DSS headquarters, and that the target was Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu, and they will give excuses that it is a terrorist attack. It was Boko Haram or bandit attack.
Did you see exactly where he is putting his prophecy, which he says 51 days they will execute their agendas, not Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu. 51 days. Now 51 days elapsed, 7 months, 8 months elapsed. He's now telling you that it was that military academy. Our people are nobody. This manipulation is getting too much. It is getting out of hand. He is now connecting it, telling you that the military academy that was bombed. Now there is it's supposed to maybe divert like this and come to DSS. Let us hear how this military academy and 51 days here it is talking about is connected. Let us hear it.
That the hands of the DSS are not involved. We heard about it. We heard about so many intelligence, of which you also brought it to the notice of the world via your platforms. All of this were happening between that July I gave the prophecy and the 20th of August, and also moving down to December. It was prayers of intercession that we were praying after this prophecy that blocked the enemy from achieving their agenda. Madam Bridget contacted you. She is the leader in America and from other countries of the world who join her in her meetings. She suggested that we have weekly prayers for Mazi and Kanu.
Madam Bridget Oyibo, okwebu Madam Oyibo bikon. Okwa Madam Bridget o Madam Oyibo. Madam Bridget contacted him. Do you know why they tell you he contacted him? So that it will look like those that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They now want to appear to you like they are the angels. You know, the angels who are behind the scene. They are looking after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That behind the scene, that these are the angels. They don't come to social media. That is this exactly the plan of what he is saying now. Have you seen where the prophecy came from? Madam Bridget. Who is Madam Bridget? He's not Madam Oyibo. Who is Madam Bridget? Please, somebody confirm for me. Who is Madam Bridget? I want you to confirm for me, who is this Madam Bridget? Okay, what in this struggle? What is the activities of Bridget in this struggle? What is the activities of Bridget in this struggle that he go around about to giving people prophecy? Hey, I am not asking you, autopilot Mazi Anthony, and I am not asking you. So it is better you stop writing rubbish copies, because before I block you, I am not asking you. Just please, who is Madam Bridget in this struggle? Is the woman leader? Which woman leader? Is she Umuada leader? Umuada leader? Is it Umuada highway leader? Because to confirm for me, which women? Because there are many women in IPOB. Autopilot say Madam Bridget is Ipob women leader in USA. Is she among the autopilot, or is she among the Umuada highway? Which one is Madam Bridget? This one is saying that this. I am talking about Madam Bridget. What is her activities? Okay, what is her activities in this struggle? What is her activities in this struggle? Is she on the path of the truth, DOS, or is she on the path of autopilot? Which one? Oyibo is expelled in the ESN treasury. Where is Madam Bridget covering? She is Umuada, but she's underground. Why is she underground? Underground with Umuada. Is she's highway women in America? Thank you. That's what I want to hear. These are the people. They will be acting like they are the ones on the background, praying and supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the to the highest level, so that when you see the way they presented it, Madam Bridget now gave them an assignment to start fasting and prayer session for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you paying attention? These are the people who concocted the prophecy. These are the people who concocted the prophecy. Even Madam Oyibo, all of them are involved in this thing. All of them are involved in the people who concocted this prophecy and gave it to this guy. and tell him what to do. Because remember what he said here. Let me play it again. Let me play what he said here again.
On Saturdays. And I was contacted. Starting from the protest in London, it was me that led the prayers. You remember that the leadership fought against that very protest on the eve, which was on Friday, leading to.
He said the leadership here, DOS, fought against the prophecy, the fake one he gave. He collected from Bridget and co. He said the leadership fought against this prophecy. The leadership fought against this prophecy. Listen very attentively.
Saturday, that very London mega rally, 3 days was supposed to begin. There was a broadcast that should have broken Madam Bridget Okafor, her resolve, her courage, which came from Mazi, the head of DOS. I could remember in that very broadcast, he threatened suspending her or disbanding, the Biafran women group in America. Rather than giving a broadcast or a press release to encourage the women to fly to London to hold that very mega rally for the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
Pastor, I will allow you to be mentioning them, but we have these people, their career in this struggle have ended spiritually and physically. So, but because you are here to make some things, and so I will allow you.
Did you see what I told you? He is no longer allowed. Mentioning IPOB and their activities is at risk for Eberima in Finland. Mentioning it is at risk for Eberima in Finland. But another person, he can mention it inside his platform. Are you paying attention? He said their career is over. For you to know that his career is over in this struggle. Remember, this is the same person who is crying that people are getting paid in IPOB. He is the same person crying that people are getting paid in IPOB. But ask him, what is YouTube doing to giving him? What is Google giving him? He said Chike Dozemi is getting paid. But what is YouTube and Google giving him? Is that not getting paid with the struggle? Or is it a different getting paid? All these super chats that you are collecting, is it not getting paid? Are you paying attention? Is claim that our principal officers, some of them are getting paid. They are getting paid because they are leaving their activities and working for Biafra. Some of them are dedicated to work for Biafra, leaving their job. And he claimed that they are getting paid. But him leaving his activities, sabotaging the struggle, YouTube is paying him. People who give him super chat, they are paying him. Google is paying him. Facebook is paying a lot of them. What is the difference between, Biafra, IPOB paying some of their officers, working, dedicated to work, and not allowed to monetize their activities in the media? But him, he is getting paid, direct and indirect. He is raising fund, not giving account to it. And he's telling you people are getting paid. Are you paying attention? Are you bringing to it? Are you coming down to the level of understanding it? Now, let us continue. Let us continue. Because of what he says, brought me back to this. What he said brought me back to this. So let us continue and move forward.
To be mentioning their name, otherwise I don't allow anybody to mention DOS here. But I give you that exceptional clause, to go ahead.
It's okay.
He want to run away from it. He want to run away from it. We told you that he is not a member of IPOB. He is not allowed to mention those names. You know, he does not have a constitutional mandate. He does not have jurisdiction to mention those names to promote criminal activities because he is not a member of IPOB. He is not a member of IPOB. That is it. Let us continue.
It was just trying to, you know, in trying to set the record straight and make reference to important matters. Sometimes we can't avoid it.
Yes, exactly.
But I'm also being conscious. Yes. So after leading that very London protest, there was 7 days fasting and prayer that we observed before the London rally and during the London rally. That prayer cleared the way, subdued the conspiracies and oppositions to that very protest. And the protest was indeed a mega one. Because the last day of that protest, the Oduduwa women also joined the Biafran women in London. If it was a failure, if that protest didn't succeed, there is no way they would have joined them. In fact, the last day of that protest, it was as if let the days of the protest be extended. The protest ended successfully. And during our prayer to thank God for the successful protest, there was now a suggestion that we take it up, the fasting and prayers, the prayers in general for Mazi and Kanu, every Saturday of the week. And from that very time, we have been praying for Mazi and Kanu with them every Saturday. You could remember one of the days you coordinated the fundraising, which I also made a pledge of.
Remember that he is still on 51 days execution to their agendist, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was the prophecy that he is analyzing how God, you know, changed it or how God made it come to pass. And let me bring light, share more light to it. He said they were doing fasting and prayer. They were doing fasting and prayer. That is the reason why he will come down to tell you probably is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not executed. Where is Matthias? Where is Matthias to take these people who do fasting and prayer to go and do something? You know, whenever you hear these people talking, remember he said to you, when he give a prophecy about the evil thing happening, when you give a prophecy about something evil happening, if those things, if the guidelines given for the prophecy is carried out, the prophecy will not come to pass. Remember his guideline for 51 days not to happen is to go and kidnap governor 1 or 2, is to release all the arsenal that we have. Now he is now changing. Remember, I hope you paid attention. He said when you give a prophecy and he give a direction, guidelines to avert that prophecy, if it is not carried out, it means that the prophecy will happen. But if it is carried out, it means that the prophecy will not happen. Now, let us check if the prophecy happened or not. Let us check if the guidelines was carried out. Number 1 guideline was kidnap some governors, 1 or 2. Number 2 guideline was to go and release every arsenal that IPOB possess in order to go and rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. None of them was carried out. So how come the prophecy was averted? It was a guideline to the prophecy. How come the prophecy? Manipulative approach. Let us listen to him, because we want to hear how come the prophecy was averted even when the guideline was not followed by DOS, because the guideline was given to DOS to follow, to lead our people to their untimely death, and it was ignored by the intellectual. Let us hear.
$100.
Yes, I remember. Yes,
I was there. That was the first time to be with you on the same platform. That very day, I was there as well. We have been praying since then, ceaselessly.
The first time to be with you in the same platform, but you said you have never spoken to this guy, but they were on the same platform at once. They were on the same platform at once, but he claimed remember what the Berima said. I have never spoken to you. I have never, today is the first time I am speaking to you. Remember it. He has never spoken to this prophet. Yesterday was the first time he is speaking to this prophet. But the prophet is confirming that, they were in the same platform when they were doing autopilot fundraising. That he even donated $100. But today is the first time. He said he has never spoken to this prophet until today, until yesterday. Who is fooling who? Who is fooling who? Like I told you, these guys are using the name of God in vain. Let us continue. Let us continue.
Every Saturday for Mazi and Kanu, blocking the evil agendas of the wicked to exterminate his life. With regards to that very prophecy of the 51 days, we kept praying. I and the church, I and my team, in my own private times of prayer, the same. And a lot of other people who understand what the enemy was planning, that actually they want to kill him, they also joined us in prayers. We kept praying. You know that the spiritual controls the physical.
Yes.
The spiritual controls the physical. God's mercy preserved Mazi and Kanu throughout that time. All the whole evidence and indications we are there that they want to kill him. But God sustained him. Now, towards the end of last year, we have been praying for his release. Many people have been talking about, oh, he'll be released, Mazi and Kanu will be fine, he'll be released, but there was no specific time frame to look out for, to watch out for, and how. All we know is everyone, we are doing our best, including those that claim that they were not doing nothing. But there was no specific, nobody gave the world or Biafrans a specific time frame for the release of Mazi and Kanu. And God came to me and said, you are going to tell them exactly what I am about to tell you. 3 months, 3. Everybody have been praying. Mazi and Kanu should be released. God intervened.
What we were actually waiting for this guy to tell us what averted that 51 days that he gave. Because he said, if a prophecy is given and a guideline is given to avert that prophecy, if that guideline is not carried out, the prophecy will come to pass. And the guideline was to release arsenal of IPOB, if they have one, in order to go and rescue Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu. And the same person is contradicting himself by saying that, now he is saying that they were praying. The prayer was the one which averted the prophecy. It was no longer the guidelines, which he said that if you don't implement that guidelines, the prophecy will come to pass. But now he says we were praying. We were praying.
The legal team have been there doing their legal work. Those of you in media, and of course your own political or should.
For the first time, Autopilot agreed that the legal team are there doing their own work. The legal team are there doing their own work. It is coming from autopiloted platform. It is coming from autopiloted platform that our legal team is there doing their own work. They're no longer criminals.
I say diplomatic moves in your own place, your country, your host country, or your country of residence, with a whole lot of other people who have been making a lot of effort for his release, but there was no specific time frame, God said, I want to settle that confusion. 3 months, I want to do it. 3 months. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released.
Wow. From 51 days to die, now it's 3 months, because we've been preaching and we've been preaching. We've been preaching, and our able barrister came out and gave us assurance that he's coming out soon. They now extended it 3 months. Wow, wow, wow. He's given 3 months, so we've been preaching. Barrister Joffo confirmed it. He will come out soon. Now, yesterday, they now extended it to 3 months. They now extended it to 3 months. Let us pay attention.
And he gave the conditions, which gave to birth the 3 months exercise we have embarked upon since January this year. Because the guideline came out very late in December. Some people started in December. My very self, I started in December, the latter part of December. And then we now moved it to January. January, February, March. The video of that guideline has been in circulation as far back as 25th of December, 2021.
Guideline.
It was sent to the authorities in Ipob, the principal officers. It was sent to those that were supposed to actually take it up and begin to sensitize our people on the need for them to comply, 100% compliance, to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was released. But they never did it.
Have you seen where all the prophecy and propaganda is heading to? All their prophecies, all their propaganda is only but heading to dissolute, DOS. It's all to make DOS that they are the criminals. That is where this all concocted lies in the name of prophecy is heading. Did you hear him say the guidelines was sent to the authority? Okay, let's say that this authority carried out the guidelines in June, that you should release all the arsenal that IPOB have, that you should start taking 1 or 2 governors and hold them ransom. If the authority went through that route in the name of people who went through that route, tell me how Biafra land will look like today. Tell me why, 51 days of his, concocted lies will not become a truth. Because the plan is that when you engage, within that 51 days, they will do something and tell you that you are the cause. It is a crossfire. These guys are very, very manipulative. These guys are very, very manipulative, and their manipulation is westernized manipulation. It is westernized manipulation. Pay very good attention, prophets.
What is the content of the guideline? God said to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Another
3 months exercise.
Another prophecy outside the 51 days, or which he told you to kidnap some leaders and they release arsenals to go to Abuja. Now, another guideline. This time around now, because they have seen that their guideline failed, their primary plan was to exterminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in a crossfire. The now secondary plan is to destabilize DOS. To destabilize DOS. That's where this message that he's giving you right now is heading to. That is exactly where this message is heading to. Destabilization of the people who are able to control this movement, the people who are able to control the people's emotion. That is exactly what they are planning to put together right now. That's exactly what they are doing. Now pay very good attention.
Will future fasting and prayers
Whether I see now they have started reporting the video. If they kick you out, bring back yourself in. If they kick you out, bring yourself back in. Do not mind these people. If they're kicking you out too much, go to YouTube at Judge Money Blog Africa. You go and watch it. No one is going to kick you out there. If they kick you out, bring yourself back in. Because that's what they are doing. Reporting the video so that the autopiloted people who are genuinely following these people will not come to hear the gospel. They will not come to hear the gospel. And they believe by reporting this program is going to block my platform. It's only going to be kicking our people out slowly, and you bring yourself back. That's the highest it will do. If he kick you out too much, you are tired, go to YouTube. Judge Money Blog Africa. You go and watch it. It will stop kicking you out. That's how we do it. Because we are prepared. Let us continue.
And civil disobedience, sit-at-home protest in Biafra land, and mass street protest in the diaspora.
Did you hear where it is heading to? Civil disobedient, autopiloted. Civil disobedient, autopiloted. There is a question this Berima in Finland will ask this guy. The Berima in Finland, there is a question he will ask this guy. And I want you to pay very good attention to that question that he is going to ask this guy. Then you will understand where every million of Opubog.
Where Biafrans are, where Igbos are. How? Every week in the first month, which was the month of January, there will be 3 days fasting and prayers and protest. Starting Sunday. Sunday. Every Sunday of the week, there must be protest. The fasting and prayer will begin. The protest will begin. No Sunday service.
Pastor, Pastor, let me pause a little. Please let me interrupt you a little bit before I know you have time to explain all these things. So you have mentioned that God revealed to you that there must be civil disobedience, and one of them is sit at home, and you are now telling us Sunday. I have overheard somebody telling me, and I have told them on this program while you were off. Somebody told me that you, Pastor Maxwell, have been observing Sunday sit at home. Is that is that true? You close the church every Sunday.
Completely truth. Completely truth. Since the 2nd of January, which was the first Sunday of the year.
You as a pastor in Biafra land, you are closing your church and you are supporting Sunday sit at home for Biafra and for the release of Mazi Nnamdi. Is that like point blank?
Point blank. I have been doing it. We will still.
Did you see? Autopiloted. Now you will hear the last one that Berima in Finland will say here. You will hear the last one. People who does not understand this, what is spirit, what is Holy Spirit, what is this, just because they hear it, they keep using it to lie. Listen attentively.
I will still come back to the prophetic update to hear the instructions that God gave to our people in that very prophecy. We'll still come back to it. To your question, from the 2nd of January, which was the first Sunday of the year and of the month, till today, we have never held any Sunday service in our church. We have not. We have not.
Unbelievable.
I started when the guideline came out in December. On the 25th, it was published. And that very 25th was my birthday. I started enlightening our church members that look at what is going to happen, so you prepare. I know you have not observed it before, you have not encountered it before, you have not heard it before, but this is what God said. Prepare. Come 2022. From January to March, there will be no Sunday service in this church. No Sunday service. And I made it very clear to them that nobody under any guise should come close to our church premises on Sundays. For what? Either you say, oh, you want to come and clean church. No, don't come close. It is strictly sit at home, protest for the release of Mazi and Kanu, fast and pray for him, because I understand what that man is all about.
Hi.
I understand what he carries in him. I understand that he is the man, the Messiah of our own generation.
Remember, this prophet did not tell you how they averted the one. He said he gives a guideline. Those who started watching this from the beginning, he said when a prophecy comes and he gives a bad prophecy comes and there is a guideline, if you don't follow that guideline, the evil will happen. And the guideline was for you to release all the arsenal. To release all the arsenal, if there is one, in order to go for rescue mission for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason for them to keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in a confined place. They will give the reason because there is a security threat. Because everything they do, it is working against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever you see these people do or say, it is working against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He wanted you to release arsenal to go and in rescue mission. Arsenal, you know what is arsenal? If you don't know what is arsenal, go and Google it or go to check your dictionaries. What is arsenal? He said you must release all of them. All the arsenal for them to go to rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before 51 days. This was done 8 months ago, that prophecy. The same man went ahead to tell you, you know when a bad prophecy, how a bad prophecy come to pass, is when you give a bad prophecy and give a guideline. If the guidelines are not followed, the bad prophecy comes to pass. Now, he passed that prophecy to the DOS through, I don't know if it is Bridget, according to him, pass it through Bridget. Now through Bridget to pass it to DOS. For DOS now to play it to get our people emotionally and make them fools that they will make mistake. And they will carry, even Obejili, catapult, in order to go to DOS's dungeon to go and save Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was their plan. You want to use Obejili, you go and rescue somebody from the government. You know, if you check very well, this person that is prophesying here never contributed anything that will, you know, promote ESN. He will come and tell you, you must bring arsenal. He is talking all these things. His account number is on the screen. Oh, his account number is on the screen. And this account number, the reason for this account number being on the screen, in other prophecy he was laying, is to buy you to come to church. Even if you don't come to church, there is a virtual church. You can follow us on YouTube with church. You pay your tithe through the account number. The same way Berima in Finland joined this struggle to gain relevance in order to start exploiting people in the name of visa. In the name of visa agent. We don't hear him talking about being a military anymore. We only hear him talking about I'm a Lego person who is in a Lego field. Now bring me to a question that I have for this guy this night or this evening or this afternoon, which says you are a lawyer. Do you watch your comment or do you watch your sentiment on a public domain? A lawyer who has a certificate, or are you a lawyer who just practice in social media? Are you just a lawyer who practice on social media alone? Are you just a lawyer who practice only on social media alone? Is that the kind of lawyer you are? That you will come to social media, you will tell people, get ready to die. You will come to social media, you will threaten people. You will come to social media, you will say all kind of things that implicate you as the person whom you are, implicate your profession, that can even make you to lose your license. We are still coming back to where we are. We are just digressing for some seconds or minutes. Now, as a lawyer you are, why did you not go carry out against Nigeria through a legal process? Why did you not carry out your attack on Nigeria through a legal process as a legal practitioner? Since you claim that people that you paid to come and say that when you talk, United Nations is paying attention. When you talk, every ICC is paying attention. As a legal person, why don't you go to ICC? Why don't you take this case? Since you cannot come to Nigeria to defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, being a legal person you are, because maybe you will give the excuse that you are scared, or you will give the excuse that they will kill you, which is a lie. You will go to ICC. Let us just play that your excuse is true. Why don't you go to ICC? You can do it. Go to ICC. File a case against Nigeria state. Because as a legal person, you're supposed to do things that are legal, not illegal. Because the way approach you are moving, direction you are going, they are all illegal. Direction of denting your hands in our people's blood, it is illegal. You don't have that mandate to go on a social media and start calling the shots. Your approach baby have died because of your approach. The one you call baby, you came to mourn on a social media. Tell him DOS that they are the ones. Your approach is the same reason why some of this, it looks like people are acting this school courtism in Nigeria. That is the approach you are bringing in Biafra land. Motivating people who don't value life, who don't know which direction IPOB is going, who don't understand the modus operandi of this movement. You are motivating them to go and lose their life. Illiterates to go and lose their life. And tomorrow, you will believe that their blood is not in your hands. Regardless of how stupid they are, regardless of how illiterate they are, their blood still remains in your hands. Because now, you want to create a militia group, which you believe that you are winning right now. Whichever one of them that get killed, you will write a written script and present it to someone to read it on your platform, saying that China Sanworu coordinators, they will kill him. They have killed cow in the 4 junction. Because that's what you do. Whenever one of those people you are bringing to their untimely death, whenever one of them fall, you will go and create a script and give to somebody to come and read in your platform. That they just made him a coordinator the other day. That they went and turbo him. They went and turbo him in his house, and they don't want to investigate it. These are the people you are luring to their death. Direct and indirect. And you cannot say that you are not doing it. You cannot say it is a propaganda. It is not a propaganda. You are turning these people against their people that we want to save. That is the reason why I can assure you your cup is almost full. The response you are getting from Finland right now, it is still a baby one. You see what response, you know, the reactions or what you are warnings that you are getting from Finland, or maybe from Finland, a baby one, because you will pay for your crime. You are going to pay for your crime. Because your crime is now before you. You are going to pay for it. And you know the way we are making you guys famous. Just like this prophet who came here to lie, who does not know where his loyalty lies, who believes that autopilot is where it is happening. You know, you want to make yourself famous. We know how to make people famous. We will make you famous. We will give you 1,000,000 views. And when we will take it away from you, that is when you will remember that onu na-eli eli ekwesịrị imechi. Onu na-eli eli ekwesịrị imechi. That is when you will remember those proverbs you people used to place people into, you know, place people where they are, not to allow them to come up. Because we will first of all make you famous. Now, after making you famous, when you begin to relax, we have 17,000. By the time we will bring you to the lowest term, in front of that your famous people, in front of that your 17,000, it will pain you like never before. That's what we do. You see that I am making you famous right now. Because after saying this, people will rush to go and see what you have to say. What will be your approach? What will be your response? That's the plan. Because the same people are going to come. The same people are going to give you IPOB treatment. Let us continue and not digress further.
That God has sent. Because in every generation, God raises a man and uses a man to lead a particular generation. From the time that Nigeria and Biafra fought the Civil War, 1966, to the time that Biafra restoration came back through IPOB led by Mazi and Kanu, it was exactly 40 years. It was exactly 40 years. From 1966 to 2013 or 2014, it's about 40 years. And 40 years represents the generation of a man. 40 years, one generation. 40 years, another generation. God allowed that very generation that fought the Civil War their years to complete. This is a spiritual insight that those that are fighting against the release of Mazi and Kanu and those that are fighting against the freedom of Biafra don't understand. I understood it. From 1966 till the time that the Biafra restoration fire was reignited by Mazi and Kanu, 2013 or 2014, do the math, is exactly 40 years. That very 40 years represented the completion of the cycle of the years for the generation that fought the Civil War. Even before Ojukwu died, their own generation had been counting after 1966. After Ojukwu died, God, even before Ojukwu died, God raised Wazurike, but he failed. He failed. God raised him in preparation for the next generation, which must have elapsed by 2013. But because he failed, that was why God raised Mazi and Kanu, because another generation has started, and that very generation cannot continue without a leader. The generation that fought the war, they completed their 40 years of existence. Rafu was Rike.
There is a comment that came here. I think it is more important than the trash these people are talking here. This comment says that Nigeria government is arresting Mbaka every day, but this fake pastor, Mianwike, is moving freely. People are very, very intelligent. People are very, very intelligent. That is the spirit. This person is Nyanwike. Adolf Hitler. He is near Adolf Hitler. And he said what he said. You should go and take one or two. You should take one or two. Hold them ransom the way they are holding someone ransom. Release every arsenal. You think they don't know what they are doing? Hey, they know exactly what they are doing. They know exactly. There is another comment that came here that I want to, emphasize on. Where is it? Where is it? That comment is very, 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 very important. It's very, very great. Makes a lot of sense. Let me see this one. This pastor have no working. This pastor have no work. He is not an IPOB member, but want to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than his family. That is exactly the approach that blows their cover. This is the most important approach that blows their cover. They are not member of the family. They want to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than even his immediate family. More than even his wife. They want to love him. They want to show that they love him more than every other person. That is exactly what these people, how these people are presenting themselves. Because this Eberima pastor will also believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family. Because he also made mention, spoke about what Eberima was claiming that Emmanuel Kanu was doing in court. He talked about it. You are going to listen to it. When he talked about it, let us actually continue so that we will be able to hear that one as well.
Was raised to lead this very generation now, based on the calculation from 1966, the time that they fought the Civil War, till 2013 and 2014. But he failed. And so, God was in a hurry to raise Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that this very present generation does not continue without a leader. And he started. He understood the mandate of God and the will of God for the Biafra restoration, and he backed it up with spiritual foundation and measures. That is why in less than no time, the fire everywhere was ignited with the fire and the inferno of Biafra restoration. This is not ordinary. He was sent at a appointed time to represent and to lead this very generation.
This is how they start a manipulation. They present to you a common sense truth. They will first of all present to you common sense truth to build a motivation. That he is building a background and a motivation so that he will present his lie. You will say, hey, come and give me a hug. That's how they present their manipulation. That is how they present their manipulation. The same thing this guy is doing here right now. Pay attention.
And that is why we must not toil with him. And anything that has to do with him, God never take it lightly. And so we started fasting and prayers on Sundays, three days every week. In January, we observed it. Starting from 2nd of January, the first Sunday. Monday, Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Three days every week. That was what God said, that we have to observe the fasting and prayers and protest in January.
In January, after 8 months, in January, it was after 7 months or 50 days. 7 months or 50 days that he gave, that if you don't release your arsenal and kidnap some governors, that you will be, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be, their agendists, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actually, will be executed. I hope you are paying attention. Now he's giving them fasting and prayer. He's no longer giving them the guideline for you to go and for our people to go and meet their untimely death. He is now giving him another guideline: fasting and prayer. Fasting and prayer.
As the fasting and prayers are going on, the street protest in the diaspora will also be going on the same days of the fasting and prayers. That was what God said. Also, here in Biafra land, sit-at-home protest will also be going on alongside the fasting and prayers. Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. Every week in January. I complied. Our church complied.
Pastor, Pastor, sorry. So this, this revelation you got, have you ever discussed it with me?
I have not.
All right.
I have not.
Why I ask this question is that, I'm just watching you, I am listening to you, and to be sincere, I have not come across your channel or, watched you as such. So, but, everything you are saying now is what we have been pushing for.
Wow.
And we are strongly pushing for it.
Wow. This guy is actually pushing me to bring to him where autopilot interviewed this guy. He is pushing it for me to bring to him where autopilot interviewed this guy that they are claiming. They are claiming that they have never, come across. Where they are claiming that they have never come across. Oh, people can lie. People as these guys are manipulators. These guys are liars. These guys are liars. Autopilot, I think this is actually the third time Autopilot have spoken with this guy. Third time. And let me tell you, another person Autopilot is targeting to ruin her future. Should I tell you? Should I tell you another person, the Autopilot, another lady, the Autopilot is targeting to bring to ruin her future? Hey, oh. I will tell you. If you ask me to tell you, the next woman they are targeting to ruin her future, because once they see that you are doing great, once they see that people are following you, once they see they are they will target you, direct or indirect. Remember their approach. In case if any of them that they are targeting watching me, their approach is to start first of all promoting you. Anything you are doing, they will start promoting you just the way they were promoting Chocho Ayaba, the Ambazonian leader. You know that they will start playing your video, promoting you, trying, so that you will sell your conscience that these people are promoting me. Hey, how can I turn against them? That psychological effect on somebody who is, promoting your activities. Then maybe sometimes they will, if eventually you are a person who they will be able to give gift, they will drop for you one. They will just drop for you one. Most of the people who are chatting to me, pardon me, I don't respond to chat in a hurry. I want to make it clear. I don't respond to chat in a hurry. So that I don't need people who will come, they will be, you are doing great, having another agenda. That is the reason why most of the messages, I don't open this WhatsApp. I mostly open it when I'm about to go online or when I am going online. That is the reason why I don't mostly open that message. I don't respond to most of the messages. It is not because of one or two things, but I just don't want that, you are doing well too much. If you're telling me I'm doing well too much, maybe tomorrow you will give me a gift and tell me to change my topic. That is the reason why I don't respond a lot on WhatsApp. It's not like I respond, but mostly after a program or during the while the program is still about to start. Let us continue. Let us continue. Okay, somebody say I should bring it. The next person, this person, please tell us. Yeah. About it Ziki to say I should tell you. The next person, autopilot. Whether you are autopilot or the one who is telling me to tell us, let me bring it to light. The next person these people are targeting to know if they will ruin her future or career is this lady in Europe that is called NJ Kanu. NJ Kanu. If she will get this message that I am actually sending, she should know that autopilot are very manipulative people. They are very, very manipulative people. If you give them a chance to enter you, when they enter you, you will never remain the same by the time you realize yourself. NJ Kanu, the queen of Biafra land, the woman with wisdom, the woman, that is different from other women. You should not. They are trying all their best to come closer. They are doing all their best to come closer. As an hour, other safe if you're an kitty. Our other safe if you're an kitty. That is the reason why autopilot is doing everything to come closer to NJ Kanu. They will ruin your good work that you are doing in the media. They will ruin your good work that you are doing in the media. NJ Kanu, I follow you. I even played your video. I encourage people to follow you. If you are confused with regards to what is happening in IPOB, in Biafra movement, which I know that you are a woman of substance. You are very, you are a woman who need their freedom. You are a woman who understand the predicament of our people on the ground. Do not, let this virus close to you. Regardless of whether they are playing your video, they don't mean good. They have a complex interest in playing your video. This is not a simple interest. It is not a simple interest that they are playing your video. They are playing it because they want to, they want to lure you to to this, their cabal.